Hey everybody. I'll say hi to everybody in a minute. Gonna do a little bit of an intro and then we'll get into it.
Let's give 'em something to talk about. A little mystery to figure out. Let's give 'em something to talk about.
Oh shit, here we go again.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. You want to talk? Let's talk. Let's talk. Let's talk to Cassie. Let's go.
Let's talk, get up, let's talk about everything.
You want to talk about it? Let's get loose and talk.
Talk about tater talk. Let's talk, get up, let's talk about everything. Let's talk, get up, let's talk about everything.
Let's talk it over, let's talk on over, let's talk
I drink
about
and I know things.
everything.
Let's talk, get up, let's talk about everything. Let's give 'em something to talk about. A little mystery to figure out. Let's give 'em something to talk about.
1, 2, 3, go.
Okay, hey. Let's go to chat and see what we have in here. Hey Tazzy, hey Outlaw, hey Let's Be Honest, hey T Kelly, hey T Marie. How's everybody doing today? Of course, I waited all day for it to freaking rain. And it did for like 5 minutes. It thundered for hours, gave us like less than 5 minutes of rain. But of course, it's going to start now because I'm out at poolside, hence the name of the membership, poolside. Um, it'll start storming. Yep, of course. That's just always the shit here. We get these 5 minute afternoon showers, and then the sun comes out like it never rained before. It's crazy. Just makes it hot, muggy, and sticky. OT Marie, see, I knew you like you're a you're a soft stalker. Remember, it's like I swear, everywhere we go, there she is. No, I love T Marie. She's great. I was kidding. That's why I said a soft stalker. Anybody hear or see Stas? I've been looking for Saucy, and I keep putting shout outs everywhere, but she took a break, I guess. Hey, Rockabit. I hope she's all right. I hope everything's good and she's just enjoying life. So this weekend's been rather crazy, and I know y'all probably so sick of hearing about if it's not about QX, it's about zavgirl, and I know it's a lot to unpack. It's a lot to talk about. And honestly, let's talk about something. Even though what we're going to talk about kind of does talk about that, but I'm not doing this to talk about that. I'm doing this to talk about the person who's talking about that. So that's a mouthful, huh? And Safari Dream. Yeah, I haven't seen her either. Come to think of it, yeah. Oh, well, I guess, there'll be times I'll be MIA because sometimes you just need to, you know, take a break from all the crap because there's a lot of crap. People do not believe me about YouTube streets. And honestly, there's people I won't even tell them about this stuff because they'll think I'm nuts. And they'll want to know why they even bother with me in the me. Because some people didn't believe me till I had to show them a few things. Yeah. They think I'm crazy. You'd be surprised the people that don't even know about YouTube. When I've been doing this thing, like when I get a chance to go out further away from where I live, that way they can't say what I'm doing is, oh, well, it's only where you live. No, it's not that far. But anyway, so I figured I'd be fair about it. And you'd be surprised the people that don't even have never ever watched a YouTube video. I kind of was. Which hence took me, hey Helen, a lot longer. It's taking me longer to get the amount of yes or no's I need to make it, you know, just go right. Because of course they haven't heard of her. They don't know what the fuck YouTube is. Hell, some don't even know what TikTok is. So yeah. But I haven't found anybody that knows her yet either. And I've been real close to her county. Yeah. So, how was everybody's weekend? What'd y'all do this weekend? I had no idea about YouTube till a year ago. I wouldn't attempt to explain it to my family. Yeah, I gave up because they think I'm crazy. And some of them look at me like, no, you got to be making that up. You got to be. And then when you show them, they totally look at you totally different. Like, yeah, you really are nuts. Did I miss a lot of stuff today? Well, I did pop in and out once in a while today. I was, kind of busy with the kids. They wanted to go swimming and made them their Sunday dinner, and then my 5-year-old decides that's not what he wanted after that's what he threw a fit to have, and refused to eat it, and he just ate his noodles with butter and grated cheese. I was like, okay, as long as you eat, I guess I got, yeah. He's going through that stage where he's just adamant he wants this, and that's it. Mm. He eats the strangest things, though. Next week starts the manatee meetings. I wish you could go to one and get her. Yeah, I don't know. That would be a lot of travel. My husband would. Yeah, I don't know. Who knows? Stranger things have happened. I do eventually want to shoot down that away and go on a vacation, but not where she's at. No, go. Just. But that could be a pit stop. Because it would only take what, an hour. Hmm. I I want to see because they never concentrate on their faces when she's walking up to the podium. That's the footage I want to catch because you could. They don't show their faces for a reason because I'm pretty sure those looks you don't. Yeah. Because what couple people are in the pews in the audience, they shake their heads. So I could imagine the looks on their faces when she's walking up to that podium. That would be funny. That's the footage I want to get. I will say what little respect I had for some is completely gone now after a live earlier. Oh, what I miss, Helen, and who's live? Yeah, there's been so many of them going on for hours talking about the zavgirl stuff. That's why I didn't really want to get back into it because I know emotions are running so high. And it's like it's been nonstop talked about no matter where you go for hours and hours. And I didn't know people still wanted to go there if they could just use a break because what happened is fucking disgusting. And I'm sorry, but anybody that can, hey, I love a true crime story just like the next one. Am I a true crime channel? No, not even close. Never tried to be. Once in a while I do report on crime and still will on a good story. Um, but and I worked in the medical field and I've dealt with things, deaths and stuff. and unalivements and birth and accidents. And so I don't need to see those photos in the manner they were displayed and zooming in on things that, come on, what the fuck? Why are you doing that? You're doing it for two reasons: money and attention. Because you could have easily use Unispix, take some black tape and put tape on it or something. You didn't, you could have, you didn't need the shit in the first place. And you damn sure shouldn't have released it under a paywall. Just my opinion. But the, you can't undo what's done. And now you got this other idiot sharing it too and doing the same thing, charging. But she stole your work. Zavgirl, she punked you. She took your shit, put it behind her own Patreon paywall, and is making money off what you did and all the backlash you're taking for it. And she's sitting there raking it in because of you, and yours is down, and not because you wanted it down, because you tried to put it back up. But yeah, isn't that something? Isn't that like a slap in the face? Maybe a little karma. I mean, this girl's making money on your work while you can't, because you can't get it to upload. Or you might have since then. I haven't checked. Don't care. It's already out there. It's a done deal. I mean, you can't reverse it. But I just think it's funny, you know. You couldn't wait to get that content out there behind a paywall, behind a Dropbox, no less. And now you are being used, which she's still in your work, and she's charging the money you were to get. That's funny. Yeah. Some saying they reviewed the photos so they would know what she's doing. I call BS on that too. Hey, if you want to look at those photos, that's on you. But I'm telling you, I've seen stuff like that in real life, and trust me, it's not all it's cracked up to be. Hey, pig lips and backflips, thanks for coming in. Hey, Rebel. Yeah. It was for no educational purposes. There was no scientific purpose or facts about anything she did. Let's be honest, she's not educated in those fields to be able to lecture on those things. That's my opinion. But I just like it in the end. Hers went down because of Patreon, not because of her. And the other scumbag that decided to do it and put it behind a paywall, stole all her video, her whole content to do it. Oh. But don't worry, karma will come back to bite that pay Biggie too. Yeah, it's going to come back to bite her. That's just disgusting. It's not something I would do, and it's not something I'm okay with. And honestly, I won't support someone who does shit like that. But that's just my opinion, which that reminds me, let me get my banner on here. Because these purple people, they like to strike too, from what I'm told. But I don't want to spend the whole live talking about it, because I'm sure everybody is talked out about it. And I'm really mad that the governor of Colorado vetoed that bill preventing this. Exactly. They need to take it up with him, because he sure to hell did. Thank you, Rebel. Yeah, it's just not something that I would even consider doing. You know, who's purple? Well, that's what, I call her Purple People, because she changed her name to Perplexed. But yeah, for some reason I always got the purple out of it. The perp. How's that? The perp. I haven't talked about her in a while, and she gets really bent out of shape when no one's talking about her. So I figured we'd give her a go. But I don't know did you guys see Tiger Talk's one of her new videos? What the fuck is Beta talking about? Because I truly don't have one clue what this thing with that tube top wearing Tata head is talking about. This girl is so delusional, and she truly lives in these delusions, and she just makes up shit as she goes. Because I have no idea what the hell she's talking about. Or she'll show a clip and just a tiny second of it, just enough for it to make it look like it's the way she's presenting it. But then when you play the clip in its entirety, it's not even close to what she was saying. She was all bent out of shape because she's the one who got on panel with Molly and decided to tell her life history about the cemetery poop, um, and which she said it after that too. But also about, for 2 years, she did her thing, and she's the one said she went to the doctors every week just to make sure she didn't have nothing. So, she's poking and poking and poking and poking at Rabbit and everybody else. And, finally people have enough. And Rabbit is covering something about them. But instead of her showing the whole clip, she clipped it way down and took it out of context to make it seem like Rabbit was saying she had an STD. That's not what was actually being said, in my opinion. But that was my take on it, you know. Oops. Sorry, guys. Where'd you go? Okay. Yeah, that was totally my take on it. Um, I knew where Rabbit was coming from with what she was saying because I knew about what what was in that live, and I also knew the crap that Beta had been spewing for a while. But it was all twisted. This is how she shows her receipts. And you know what? I knew that she'd continue making poking at this receipt off being stopped by Nanya. I knew she'd keep throwing jabs at it, and she is. She is. Why that fat potato head thinks that it was a win, I have not a clue. Because her questions had very little to do with Vaughn. It was all about her. She couldn't have answered Nanya's. Nanya had no problem answering hers. She wouldn't have been able to show proof or receipts. And I know it. So she can claim it a win and keep jabbing at it. And she's not talking about it anymore, but she was talking about it again. And she will continue because it's all she's got. It will continue. But I don't understand purple people eater, one eyed, one horn, flying purple people eater. Dassy. Yeah, she does, Rebel. She says stuff like totally seriously. And no one knows what she is talking about. Personally, I think Molly is in her ear. You know what? I don't think she has an ear. I'm sorry, but I don't. Even if, and I do believe Molly has tried to tell her before to slow down because Molly has told her to roll down a little bit. I don't think it would matter. She really thinks that she's that good. And she's this big, bad debunker, and she calls everybody out and proves how wrong they are. She never proved a damn thing. She's never proved a damn thing, in my opinion. But thank you, T. Marie, for sharing that. I keep forgetting. Yeah. She I have no idea what my kids are in there driving. They're going to start driving my husband crazy. I don't know how. Let me look at this video. I don't know how old it is. Um, I don't want to share it and it be a new. Where did it go? It'd be a new video that she just did. Oh, and then Aveda's trying to, backtrack like she always does. Oh, she just did this 6 hours ago. Mm, yeah, I don't know if that'd be cool to share that. If she was here, I'd ask her. But I don't want to share something that she's only had out for 6 hours. I don't know if that'd be cool. Hey, blank screen. But yeah, she said something about something with me in chats. I have no idea what the hell she's talking about. I don't never go into chats after anybody or starting anything. I don't know what the hell she's talking about. But then they don't know. She listens to whatever people come in her chat and tell her. Hey, Alley Cat. So we'll go ahead with. I don't feel right that only being 6 hours. If she was in chat, if she comes in chat, I'll ask her. But we'll go ahead with Purple Thing, Perplexed. I don't know why I call her Purple, but she reminds me of that purple. But this is Miss Laura. Let me share screen here. Well, she did a stream 6 days ago. Back to the beginning, Summer Wells and why JLR and Ziggy. What? But she wasn't going to grift off Summer Wells, huh? Okay. I cannot. I could not. Let me share screen. Oh. Okay. Now, this is, I haven't listened to Laura for a minute. Hey, Zoya. It's been a minute. I like that name, Alley Cat. His mom put a notice out on her channel. It's also on Twitter. What? Corey Kraken is a dear little boy who loves pirates and Johnny Depp. He had a serious heart condition. Oh, that's so sad. And he passed away. Oh, I'm so sorry. That's sad. Send him prayers for sure. Oh, that sucks. Oh, you're sub to his channel. Oh, R.I.P. Corey. That sucks. But anyway, I guess we'll get to Miss Laura here. I wish I could figure out how to control that from here. I know Voices said to click something down here, but I don't know what she meant. Anyway. This last year was the best of his life. He was so happy. Oh, that's great. The whole thing became a mockery and had nothing to do with dignity for Vaughn. It was concealed or canceled because some got sick of the jokery. Wasn't canceled by deep reflection. All right. It wasn't canceled because it was a win and there was no receipts and Veda had all the proof because Veda would have never won, period. No way. It was canceled for other reasons. But I don't know. She keeps it up. And she may be hit with some more facts she's not ready for. I kind of listened to what Nonsense had to say, and, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. People are going to get tired of Veda and them. It's coming. She goes too far. Too far. But anyway, this is Perplexed. And this is her. Now, her first one was she was driving in her car talking about the zavgirl stuff. But I figured we'd check out this one because she's actually doing a. Yeah. We'll probably check out both because she probably did both. Hey, Nonsense. Okay, now where did it go? Oh, I'm so over these computers. All right. Probably going to have to fast forward. Oh, she don't play an intro. That's right. She don't do intros. Hey, if it works for her, it works for her. Her pain in the ass, honestly. The music, copy. Yo, that's too loud. Let's move right. Why does she do her screen like that? That's just weird. I don't know. It's weird to me, but anyway. That's weird. I mean, okay.
Here's the catch. Biden and his whole family wasn't even there. See? A lot of people don't know about it.
Okay. I'm sure we do.
No, it's
I don't want to
We're
hear.
not avoiding the question. That is not true. We've answered this question, litigated this question for the last.
no.
Not doing politics.
My ADHD would never let me read something that long, so I apologize. I read about 2 lines of it. And I wasn't talking about you per se. It was your panel though, like just like yesterday, you said that you can't believe someone would go live for 12 hours. Meanwhile, you were live for 9. And then today you were live for like 4. So it was kind of funny though, how you don't realize that I don't even know someone could go live for 8 hours.
Okay.
But you did.
But Laura, you see the problem with this is you're always on here calling everybody else the YouTube police. Who made them the YouTube police? Who the hell made you the YouTube police so you can tell somebody how long they can go live for or when they can go live? You can't have it both ways. You can't. You're doing exactly what you get on here and bitch that other people do. Okay? But you don't do that. Okay.
Welcome back, Stacia. But you did, and yet you were talking about somebody else. Oh my God, how could you go live for so long? And then you were only a few hours shy. So, and everyone on that panel watched Zav's link. We didn't. I never watched it.
Is it you didn't watch it because you didn't want to pay the $3, Laura? I don't know.
I have no desire to see it. Exactly, Ink. That's my point. It's so bad, but they all watched it. I never watched it. I have no desire to see it. Now, again, I'll say, if it was the Watts, I'd be fucking right on it. I'd be posting that shit everywhere. Call me sick. I don't care. But for Gannon, I got no desire to see it. And I covered the case. So, hey, Lacey. So, what falls in my lap, talking about hypocrites? Actually, before I go there, I want to address something else real fast. Off topic, but kind of the same thing. So somebody posted this in Patreon, and I'm going to address it because it needs to be addressed. I'm not mentioning names because they're not worth mentioning names, but they'll know who I'm talking to. Okay. So, as you guys know, I am legally married to Ron. When you are legally married to somebody, Deeds, I apologize that I understand. I totally get it. It's just like, and I'm not saying you talked about it. I'm talking about your crowd.
I had to go now. The kids were driving. Kids were being kids. But anyway, I had to calm them down. Sorry about that. Let me back us up a minute because I don't know. It probably not work, but let's do it anyway.
No, my ADHD would never let me read something that long, so I apologize. I read about 2 lines of it. And I will address something else real fast. Off topic, but kind of the same thing. So somebody posted this in Patreon, and I'm going to address it because it needs to be addressed. I'm not mentioning names because they're not worth mentioning names, but they'll know who I'm talking to. Okay. So, as you guys know, I am legally married to Ron. When you are legally married to somebody, Deeds, I apologize that I understand.
Are you really going to go into this again? You get so mad because people talk about it, but it's your content. Why are you talking about it? I mean, I don't really care about your dental insurance issue, whatever or not, Laura. I mean, You do you. You was trying to get what you could for free. But okay, do you.
Understand? I totally get it. It's just like, and I'm not saying you talked about it, I'm talking about your crowd in general. It's just like me changing my mind on talking about Rudy, where some of your people made this big production out of it, like I'm not allowed to change my mind. Kind of the same thing about you doing an 8-hour live after complaining about somebody doing a 12-hour live. So it's like, just because we don't point out all the hypocrisies that go on over on your side of the tracks, you have to realize you guys are really hypocritical a lot. And this is why talking so much about somebody else makes you look stupid.
Come on, Baba. One time I would like to do this without you interrupting me. I just yelled at you about that. One time. No barking. Sorry, guys, my dog. Oh, it's been a night. Um,
But I'm done with that part of the conversation.
you are. Why'd you bring it up?
So when you're legally married to somebody,
Do we have to hear this?
yes, depending on the insurance company, they can put your stepchildren as long as you're legally married. Now, why this became YouTube content, I don't know. But it seems that a certain
Oh, I do. I do. It became YouTube content because you put it out there. And it wasn't about you being married and all that other crap. They were just making fun of you because of what you're trying to do with the dental insurance crap. That's why, Laura. And because you were grifting for dental stuff. That's what was it wasn't about your personal other stuff. It was, at least from what I've seen. But okay.
somebody and some other fraud we're conversing about my health insurance.
Okay.
I don't get it. I've never conversed about your health insurance in my entire fucking life. Even stuff that you talked about. Do I talk about?
No, in fairness, all they were doing was repeating some of the stuff you were putting out there. You were saying because it was funny. I mean, I'm not laughing that your insurance was messed up. That wasn't the whole jig of it. That's just it. You, as you say, you're taking it too seriously because you're always grifting for something, Laura, and yeah.
About your family, because honestly, if you want to talk about my family and you
What?
say, well, you brought it to YouTube, well, you brought your whole goddamn family to YouTube. Do you see me ever talking about it? No. Why? Because
What the hell are you talking about? You talk about people all the time. What freaking universe are you from? It sounds like it's the no accountability, the no I never did, and it's okay if I do it. Universe.
you're a fucking freak. That's why. And I don't want to talk about you because I think you're fucking crazy. Deets, I'm not talking about you here.
But then why are you sitting here talking then? If you don't want to talk about this person, why are you sitting here doing all this talking? Does it make sense? Hey, Gina Marie. Hey, Christina. Hey, Susie. Hey, Pugs. Good to see you. Hey, Sally. Does she sound like she has nonstop cotton mouth? Always. Exactly. Exactly. But you know what? She actually plays, and it's weird because I just looked up this story about 3 or 4 days ago, and I was gonna do a live about it. But it's weird that she actually is. It's about a little girl that was left in the car in the garage. Yeah, and unfortunately, she was like 18 months old. She didn't make it, but Um, it's weird that she actually plays that in this live. It's just really weird. That was going to be my next upload, and here she is playing it. It's funny. Maybe that's a sign. Doesn't she do all that shit? But let's get back to Laura.
I'm talking about somebody else. Patreon members shouldn't share stuff from Patreon, but I don't agree again. His autopsies pics should have been able to get. That's what I said earlier, independent thinker. And Deets, while you're in here, I will tell you this because maybe you didn't hear me before because I was live. But listen, if people are so offended by it and people are so bothered by it, then why don't you guys rally together and try to make a difference with the ME? Contact and try to pass a law, try to make it illegal that autopsy pictures of minors shouldn't be released to the public, shouldn't be part of FOIA. I understand you guys won't make money if you take that route, but maybe people will then take you seriously, because just going live, see, I didn't watch it, so, but just going live and talking shit
Baba
is not changing anything. It's just not. So taking action and doing something.
Love that.
Yeah, she didn't do anything. She didn't do anything wrong at all.
She didn't.
But I see that
okay. Sorry, that was my dog again. Now here comes my son. I said I wanted to do this with no interference. What? No. Go.
A lot of people are making money on this whole situation while they're saying how bad it is. Then don't turn on super chats. Some people with over 10,000 could do a fundraiser for the missing and exploited children. They could easily do a fundraiser if they're so bothered. But don't go after another YouTuber for it. That Zav did nothing wrong. She didn't break any laws. And again, true crime is not pretty. It's just not. True crime is ugly. True crime is brutal. True crime is horrible. Exactly, imperfectly perfect. That's what I'm saying. I never watched it. I never saw it.
Laura. Oh my God, is she really? Laura, you can say what you want. What was done was disgusting. No ifs and buts about it. You keep saying you don't have an opinion, but here you are. And you'll say it again in this live that you don't have it. You haven't stated your opinion, but here you are. That's what you've been doing since yesterday. Let's see what chat's saying. Hi, Lorraine. Imagine being his mom or sister and seeing that spread. Yeah, I know. Maybe before you spew it, you might want to chew it. Some Laura Bubba ain't liking that voice. No, my dog barks when I play certain videos. He'll actually bark. I don't know why. He just the kids, the dog, the cat. Nobody wanted to give me a minute today. So finally, after all day, I decided I was taking one. Well, they're just not real happy about it. But I take care of them all day. I can use an hour or two to myself. And that's just it. They're not used to it. They're used to me being at their beck and call. But let's get back into Laura.
I don't want to see it.
Then don't look at it.
My point was, it should have never been taken out of Patreon to begin with. And it shouldn't have been passed around. It shouldn't.
From my understanding is that it was a Dropbox, not actual being shown to the Dropbox without any kind of password or anything on it, so made it public. And then the other scumbag decided to put it, actually steal her content, which, come on, you got to admit, karma, bitch. Um, and use it behind the same kind of, behind a Patreon wall for $3 as well. So, but zavgirl actually put it in a Dropbox, from what I understand.
Have been zavgirl shouldn't have been attacked for it. It's wrong.
What's wrong?
One's moral compass isn't somebody else's moral compass, and just because you
Laura, stop. This was a child. This was a child that she didn't know from Adam or Eve. She didn't even cover the damn trial. And so what if she would have? It was a child. She showed no respect or no dignity to that baby when she could have and should have. It's that simple.
think it's wrong doesn't mean someone else does. I honestly, Ink, I don't know if they went in her Patreon or not. I don't know how they got it. Someone said it was then posted all over the place.
Because she put it in a Dropbox link. It wasn't actually on her Patreon, from what I understand, not like this other idiot did. You get the facts before you talk about it, Laura. And somehow I don't believe you don't have it. I just, because you're okay with stuff like that until it's you, and trust and believe it would change.
It was posted, on Reddit. Like, I know she took it down. It's gone now. But
who took it down?
She advertised it on her channel. Who, Zav did?
Zav didn't take it down. I think Patreon took the link down to it. Again, it was not actually on the Patreon. It was in the Dropbox. And she has tried to reset it up. And as of last I heard, it wasn't working. So I don't know if she ever got it fixed or not. But meanwhile, the other trash bag has it in her Patreon behind a paywall. You can pay your $3 there. Just saying.
Okay. It's her channel. It's her content.
Mm-hmm.
It's not for me to judge. The only thing I can do, and this is the part that everybody is missing, that I keep saying over and over and over. If I don't agree with something, then I won't go to the channel. If I don't agree with someone.
See, I disagree with you there, Laura, because YouTube expects us as creators on YouTube to be their eyes and ears. Okay? They expect you to step up when you see something as horrific as this. It is a violation of that little baby, of that boy. It's a violation of his life, his memory, everything.
Then I will, unsub or something. Yeah, Shelly. Now the conversation. I'm covering a lot of different things.
I do not believe for a second that you wouldn't report this if you had some kind of stake in it. I don't doubt that for a second. I just don't. Know your history, Laura. Know your past behaviors. They're the good predictor of your future behaviors. Just saying.
No, it's not at all. But the difference is, I'm not, like, after I get through some other stuff, let me explain this. I haven't spoke about it in the same sense. I haven't watched it. I haven't discussed what the details are of it. I have not done any of that.
So why are you here?
You know why?
Why?
It's not my place.
Oh.
It's not my channel.
Okay. But it's been your place to do several lives about it. But you're not talking about it. Okay. Well, what exactly is talking about it then? You know, I'm just asking you. Do I have to wait for that answer? Your all wait services take forever. But what are you doing then? What are we doing here? Talking about it. Okay.
It's not my place. It's not my content.
Uh huh.
And as I said earlier, and when I open up panel later, the biggest part of this is though, I don't care what someone's personal opinion of it is. Like, I don't want people coming up here later saying, I agree with the content, I don't agree with the content. I don't care what your opinion is of the content. It's not my content. What I do care, the point that I'm trying to drive home is what's really important is taking something out of someone's private Patreon and
Again, it wasn't in her private Patreon. Okay, it was in a Dropbox. I think the link was in her Patreon to it. Laura, you cover true crime. You can't show some simple compassion or sympathy towards the victims. I mean, just how about a little bit of dignity? But you're okay with it because you don't care because it's not your content. Interesting.
Testing it all over and then making money on it. That's wrong. And that's what I want to discuss.
Well,
Shelly, if people want to pay for
are you talking about the one that stole all zavgirl's video and put it on her Patreon behind a paywall? Are you talking about her? Because I don't see. Well, I know a lot of channels are talking about it. I don't know if they turned off monetization or not. It's not my business, not yours either. But no one besides them two are putting it behind a paywall for money. So, hello? Are you kidding me?
a Patreon, they can see the pics if they want to. People should not take it out of Patreon because Zav paid for the case files. Ding, 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 ding. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Shelly is 110% right. And that's all I've been trying to say. And that
No. Hey, laugh at life. Let's see what chat's saying. The photo should have stayed with medical record. It's confidential. Inquiries are being made into this. Yeah, there should be. And hey, TT, there needs to be some definite changes because I think by sticking up for Zabgirl, she's trying to gain subs from Zabgirl. She always self-serving. Oh yeah, cloud chasing Susie, 100%. She even wants her to come up on panel and talk to her about it. Laura's out, she going after that, snag herself some subs. That's what Laura always does. You could be the worst person alive, and she would do it if she could gain some subs. That's just my opinion, though. She lacks any compassion towards victims and families. I've never seen her show any genuine care when covering cases. She intertwines her candle business in her lives. That says a lot. You're right. I didn't access anything, but it sounds like $5 a view and download. Respect. Respect Gannett. Yeah. It's sickening. It's just sickening. And, I'm not surprised that Laura's okay with it. I'm really not. She, things don't click with her like they do with me or others. There's things that, I guess we're all different that way. There's things that's acceptable to her that would never be acceptable to me or to you but yeah, that's her reasoning. Morality is in short supply.
That's what I stand by 100%.
Of course.
But I
you
do think it's funny that all these people that want to be the righteous morality and the morality police have all watched it. I didn't even watch it. It's weird to me. You're so
I'm not trying to be the morality police, and I have not, nor will I watch it. But I'm not trying to be the morality police either. Wrong is wrong. It's fucked up. It was wrong. The other idiot was wrong. You know, the two idiots of the YouTube news for the weekend. They made the front page. What's that other one's, that Natasha's channel's name? The one that stole zavgirl stuff and put it on her Patreon behind the paywall. What's her name? What's Natasha's channel's name? Can't think of it. I don't watch them. But am I surprised? No. I mean, I've seen enough clips of her to know and seen other people's stuff with her, but I don't actually go and watch. I don't know what Natasha's channel name is, though. I'll look it up. Yeah, it wasn't private. It sure wasn't.
bothered that you watched it. I never even watched it. And I'm the only one who's standing up here with a real moral compass. Don't fucking steal. Plain and simple. And the reason why I'm so dead set against this is because it's been done to my Patreon. It's been done. So because it's been done in my Patreon, I know what it feels like. And it's wrong on so many levels. So many levels. They should follow their own self-made rules. 100%. 100%.
Okay.
But so many, I understand that people feel like that.
It's wrong on so many levels because it was shared out of the Patreon, because people are sharing stuff out of Patreon. That's probably been going on since Patreon started. No shocking news there. I'm not paying to join no one's Patreon, so I don't know. I'm just not. I'm not ever going to doubt I'll ever do a Patreon. I don't have time. But anyway, I got kids that require attention. Like right now, they want Nemo. But yeah. Laura.
But my channel, this channel, I'm not a drama channel.
Huh?
I'm not a. Well, I guess I'm somewhat drama. But
you're a drama channel, Laura. Do I need to show your videos? What are you talking about? Your drama with a little bit of crime once in a while thrown in. Stop. And it's okay. Big deal. You got a channel. You're making some bucks. All's good.
But true crime is ugly. True crime is not pretty. True crime is never, I mean, part of a case is autopsy.
Okay. Number one, the case is closed. She was found guilty, rightfully so. Number two, she's not an investigator. She's not a scientist. She's not law enforcement. She's not nothing. She didn't even invest in the trial. She didn't do it. She didn't do the content to make it any kind of educational or whatever you want to call it. She did it for shock value, to get the money and the attention and the views from it. Plain and simple. It's not the first time zavgirl's done some off the wall shit. Now, come on.
Photos. I'm sorry. That's the reality. Whether you like it or not, that's the reality of a case.
But that doesn't mean that you show the photos of a child and you zoom in and point at certain things, there was nothing scientific about it. Actually, I seen one of the comments that was posted in her chat. It was disgusting. And she was okay with it. That's disgusting. They were making fun of the little boy's private parts. It's disgusting. And you're okay with that. Speaks volumes, Laura. Speaks volumes. Those are the kind of creators we don't need on YouTube. That is good with doing stuff like that and talking in her chat, with her chat about disgusting things on an 11-year-old boy who was murdered brutally. And you're going to talk about what his private part looks like. But that's okay with you. Because all that was going on. You know, you don't care. It's not your content. You'd care if it was a relative of yours. Just saying. If you had some kind of skin in the game, you'd care then, wouldn't you?
Is you have crime photos. It is what it is. I'm sorry that you can't understand that.
Mm-mm.
We're not, like
Laura, the pictures that she showed weren't even showed during court. And what pictures were showed were blurred and blacked out. There was nothing blurred or blacked out in her photos. In fact, she got really disgusting with what she was doing with maggots and stuff. Stop. It was disgusting. There was nothing educational about it like she claims for the science part of it. You ain't no fucking scientist. And I doubt you're in school for it. I'm sorry, I'm not going to get mad. But yeah, shut the fuck up. It's not okay. No matter how you spin it, Laura, it's not okay. Excuse me.
yeah, who contacted Gannon's mother and why? Why would somebody contact Gannon's mother while sitting on panel? But that's okay.
No, technically, she didn't do it. She emailed her, but not like you're trying to make it seem like she made it content and was telling everybody and reading them the email and stuff.
Yeah, that's what I heard, and now Hush Puppy just said it. Independent thinker Laura isn't contacting Gannon's mother, sitting on panel discussing the autopsy while complaining and reporting the autopsies I've got. Exactly. I agree with that, Hush Puppy.
But in order for it to get out so people can realize and see what's been done, you need to talk about it. You do. Just saying. They weren't showing the pictures or the video crap that these idiots, these two girls, well, it's actually one girl's video, but two are using it. Karma. Anyway, talking about it, but not showing it. And they're talking about what she did. There's a difference here. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. Let me see what I'm seeing in chat here. Laura first learned what you were talking about. Dropbox file. Now zip it. Yeah, she don't get it, Bugs. She thinks that it was Patreon. It wasn't. She shared the link to her Patreon, but it was on a Dropbox. Now the other one, what's Natasha's show or her channel name? She's the one, and I love it. She stole her video, put it in her Patreon under her paywall, and is collecting the money. Meanwhile, zavgirls was down. Hey, Revival, can't make this shit up. Sally, I think I did say hi, but hi again anyway. Soplo Mama, hey. There are dark web places where sick people pay to see children. This is barely a step below in my book. Sick, twisted, demented. Yeah. I don't know her channel name. I'll call her Recliner Lady. Yeah, I know she has one, and for some reason I can't think of it. I should look it up real quick. Now I got to know because now it's gonna bother me. I don't even know what the hell. Let me see. Natasha Cooper, isn't that her? True Crime with Natasha. Huh? Yeah, True Crime, huh? Yeah, that's scary. Yeah, I'm not watching that. Anyway, let's get back into lore here.
Why though? Why'd Science Girl contact the mother?
Don't know.
It's all these drama people that don't understand true crime. True crime comes with autopsy. I'm sorry, but they do.
Okay, Laura, I got to cut you out here. Look, it's true crime. You're 100% right there. I've been watching true crime for a while. I haven't seen anybody share the horrific pictures of an 11-year-old child that was brutally murdered and put them behind a paywall in a Dropbox, not Patreon, a Dropbox. And even Patreon's just as bad. But supposedly it's against Patreon's TOS, so that's why she did it that way. But yet, this Cooper chick didn't care because you have to actually be a member to report them, which is ridiculous. There's got to be a way. But anyway, yeah. So
Personal contact in Landon was over on Queen's Live earlier. I don't know who that is.
why does she do her screen like this? It's annoying.
QB went real live for Hive members. Honestly, I don't.
You know, it's that camera's always above her head. And then why does she do this little screen down here where she's going to present content? That's distracting as hell. At least turn it off when you're not sharing no content. Something. But damn, girl, your screen's busy. Busy, busy, busy. Like your candles. They're busy, busy, busy too.
I don't think QB does
My
anything.
opinion.
Yeah, I don't know
What do
why
you
they
mean
would have
QB doesn't
contacted
do
the
anything?
mother. I don't get it.
Did you ask her?
Yeah, why would you bring the mother? Exactly, Tony. Why don't these people mind their own business?
Mm,
God, they're the worst.
mm.
So let me show you also, while we're on the topic
Uh-oh.
of hypocrites,
Uh-oh.
let me show you something that fell in my lap.
Are you not? This is. Look, guys, she's going to show some stuff about heels. I don't know if any of this is true. She's reading. It's to me, it's not real receipts. All she's doing is reading somebody's Twitter comment. But I just want to give you the heads up. I don't know about any of this stuff. And she said it just mysteriously fell in her lap. Don't think so. Who do you think she got this from? I'm putting my egg in one basket, my one egg in that one basket. Who is she basically tells on herself if you listen to what she says on where she really did get the info. It didn't just mysteriously fall in her lap. But I'm not comfortable with this. I should have cut this out, but it's out there. I mean,
Chris, I'm in Discord. I didn't know that either about Peyton. I didn't know that. Okay. Okay.
All right, come on with it
Well,
already.
well, well. Isn't this interesting?
Well, well, well. Let's see.
Hang on.
We've been. Get on with the show. Come on. She's slow.
I honestly don't know who this person is, the creator, but man, she knows a
Okay.
lot.
All right. So you don't even know who this person's Twitter comment. You don't know the person who's making, and it's a Twitter comment. Okay. It's not a bag of chips and a cup of tea. You know what I mean? But you don't even know them, so you don't even know if the information is accurate. It's a tweet you seen on Twitter. But okay, we'll listen.
So it seems that Heels post autopsy photos of minors. Really? Really, Heels? Where's the outrage?
Where's the proof? Oh.
So in case you don't know, it says Valesta, Georgia, on January 14th of 2013, 3 days after Kendrick Johnson was found, and I covered that case, was found inside a rolled up gym mat at Lauuuras High School. The Georgia Bureau of Investigation did an autopsy on the teen's body. Jackie Johnson says last Thursday, those autopsy reports showed up on the website Renews It, a blog that anonymously posts evidence and theories on national stories. What else they found came as a shock. It's only anonymous to those who have not been harassed and threatened.
Okay, so if it's an anonymous blogger, then how do you know who it is? But we'll listen to the rest of your story. Did I miss anybody? Let me see. Can you guys hear it and everything? Hey, LG. Oh, Lappy Tappy. Gosh, I could use some of that right now. See, y'all are either making me hungry. That's the one Queen Bee tweeted out and has on her community tab. It shouldn't be shared. It's sick. I didn't see it. I think Karma has her busy hands full on these YouTube streets. Yeah, she sure does. Karma needs to bite her hard. But yeah, this is supposedly about heels, so listen up.
By the That threatened by the cyber extortionist cult. The blogger is Vicky Pat, also known as Vicky Pat, or Pate, whatever, and on Twitter, now spelled Vicky Pat. Pate got the autopsy photos and claimed that attorney Benjamin Crump lied about the independent autopsy. She is associated with others who publicly announced their mission against the Black grievance industry, which they referred to as the BGI. Since posting this yesterday, the subject person or someone with her permission is scrubbing the source links pages. Therefore, the following is added to support how the author of what WCTV, shocking, I know, that, however, did not stop a blogger from not only obtaining autopsy photos, but also giving her opinion about what they show and challenging the mother of the dead teen.
Okay, first off, did she show the pics and zoom in on things and be disgusting? I don't know. I don't know about this. This was 10 years ago. But she's saying that Hills did this 10 years ago as a blogger. The Renews It blog.
To prove her wrong. Let me repeat that. They did not stop a blogger from not only obtaining autopsy photos, but also giving her opinion about what they show.
Okay, wait a minute. That's you're talking about something different though. Obtaining them and having them is one thing. Making them into a video and zooming in on a child's private parts and making cracks about maggots, that's a whole and putting it behind a freaking paywall in a Dropbox. That's a whole different ball game than a crime vlogger getting some autopsy photos but not sharing them and just giving her opinion of them. That's a whole different ball game here. Am I not seeing? Am I don't. I can't compare the two. She's saying they were obtained but not used. Just her opinion was used. So how is that the same as what Zavgirl did? Did I miss something? I don't know. That makes no sense. That makes no sense to me.
And challenging the mother of a dead child to prove her wrong. Yeah, that sounds just like heels. The video on the link for WCT.
Okay. This is somebody's comment on Twitter. Where's the proof of this? You're gonna show us proof of this? Because you've already stated she didn't show the photos. She just obtained them. So how is this the same thing? This was an 11-year-old boy. They were horrific photos. They were actually shown for a fee. For that little fee. Yeah. Not close. In my opinion. I don't know.
TV reports that they reached out to the blogger but have not received a response. I urge you to watch the video. It includes an interview with Kendrick's mom, Jackie Johnston. Kendrick's mom told WCTV that she blocked the person with the blog on Twitter.
You'll see. It's coming up why they think it's heels. You'll see. It's coming up.
After constant harassment
Mm-hmm.
and doesn't know why the person is attacking her family. Maybe Black Butterfly 7 can tell her why.
Statements, accusations, but you're not showing any evidence. No receipts that any of this ever happened. And you keep playing Heels' music. Why? Why, Laura? That's you playing that music. And you shouldn't be, because you can get struck for that. You should get struck for that. Because you're doing it with malice intent anyway. Yeah. But that's somebody's comment on Twitter. But there was no receipts to back any of this up other than someone else's words. Remember what you say, Laura? Receipts or it didn't happen. But we're getting into why she thinks it's heels.
I'll be honest with you. She's way prettier than I thought she would be. And I'm not going to lie. Vicky's had 4 accounts suspended on Twitter for violating TOS, is back on Twitter under the account Heels in the Air. Pate harassed the families of Trayvon Martin, Kendrick Johnson, and Sean King. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Oh, no, that is her name. If you want the honest truth, somebody, doesn't matter now, I'll tell you, Betty had gotten her information. That's how I know it's her. Says a lot here without watching Queen or Deeds, and it makes her look uninformed. Laura says a lot here. No, I don't need to watch Queen. I don't need to watch an independent thinker. Nope, sure don't. Honestly, I don't know if I can say it. But Betty actually hired someone or has a friend that's a real person who got real information. Betty wasn't bullshitting. I saw it.
And there you have it. There was her source of information for this. This didn't just fall in her lap. Yeah, this didn't just. This came from Betty, and I'm guessing the private investigator that supposedly Betty hired is that Mab dude. But okay, okay.
It wasn't bullshitting when she said that, a private investigator or somebody, like it's her. That's how I know. I was shocked.
I don't know if this is Hills. I don't believe anything they say, but this was right on Twitter, um, for anybody to find. So I don't even see what the big deal is. It just mysteriously fell in her lap. This is Betty. This got Betty written all over it. She even said it was Betty. And Betty's big private investigator. Is that why she met with that bad Mab dude for drove the whole way there? Drove what, 6 hours to spend an hour with them? What'd she say? An hour or two at most. So is that why she met with him? So he could dig up? I'm not sure. But you shouldn't trust Betty's resources. She often gets it wrong, Laura. She often doxes the wrong people.
When I saw the report, I was like, damn, she really wanted to find out who the fuck she was.
Okay, so this didn't just mysteriously fall in your lap, like you stated. So Betty even gave you a copy of the PI's report from this Mab dude. Okay, or JLR, whoever.
Yeah, she wasn't holding any punches. She went for like the real shit. So yeah, that's how I know it's her.
Okay, because your information came from Betty. We got you.
Yes, ma'am.
And
But that other pig,
you just proved that it came from Betty. So I'm sure Hills and Queen can use that to show that she is passing around information that, with malice intent because she wants to do harm. So you might have just helped them, Laura. Just saying.
she looks really good. But
What do you all think? I'm sorry, but who cares if it's her or not? What's this for? Exactly. Not a thing, nonsense. It's somebody's comment that they posted on Twitter. There's no receipts, there's no nothing, and it was from 2013.
I see a pattern. Why is she
Mm.
harassing black families?
What?
Why is she harassing the family of Trayvon Martin, black, Kendrick Johnson, black, and Sean King, black?
What?
Why is that?
What? How are you coming to this conclusion from that Twitter post? What?
Yeah, I'm over it, honestly.
That's big words to put out there against someone. That is big words to put out there, Laura. Wow. Wow.
Oh no, truth it out. I do know that. I really do.
Green is awful.
I was really surprised when I saw it. Like, no, not JLR.
No, it was Betty. She already said it was Betty. But isn't that screen drive you nuts? That's so. Mm. I'd rather watch her with the camera off, honestly, because that screen gets on my nerves.
No, I'm talking like a real like investigator.
Ma'am?
No joke.
Isn't he supposed to be rural? I don't know. Did he buy his license out of a Cracker Jack box? I don't know. But that's who she was talking with. That's who she met with. This Mab dude. And supposedly he's this big private investigator. I don't know. Could have been JR. Could have been Mab. We know who Betty's sources are. Betty's not going to put out real money for a real investigator for what? For what? To go lose what little equity she has in her house? Because that's what's going to happen. She's going to get countersued and she's going to lose.
And I was shocked. I was
Mm.
like, wow, this is like real shit.
Mm-hmm.
This is like no joke.
And here you are showing it. A comment.
So yeah, I don't know why she's harassing families.
Who's
I want to talk to you about something that's been making waves.
okay? Do you have any proof of that? Because you didn't show any receipts of anything. All you showed was somebody's comment.
I really don't know.
Evidently.
Yay, we got a new Patreon.
Oh, you have a Patreon? Ugh. Okay. You sell your candles there? Just asking. You seem to like to throw your candles in with true crime all the time.
Hold on.
Okay, come on. Get on with the show. Let's fast forward you. Because you work my nerves. It takes you too long.
I don't know why they keep contacting families.
Oh, we
These
back on this
families
again.
don't need to know what the drama community is doing.
Maybe not what the drama community is doing, but doesn't she consider herself true crime? So that's not drama. Supposedly, I'm just going by what you always say, Laura. I think if it was me and they were my child's pictures and some idiot YouTuber decided to put him behind a paywall and get graphic and disgusting with them, yeah, I'd want to know. I'd want to know. And you could bet your ass I'd put a stop to it. But that's just me.
On fucking YouTube. It's insane to me. I honestly, I don't understand it. Why are you contacting families? Why?
I just told you why. But you could ask her, or you know what? Listen to the reason she gave, her response to that. I mean, you could quit asking them. Hey guys, don't forget to hit that like button for me. Oh my god, yeah, nonsense. Tiger Talks video. I wanted to play a little bit of it, but it's too new and I don't wanna yeah, because I know it's new. But yeah, because it didn't make a bit of sense. I don't even know what the fuck that girl's talking about. I have no clue what that Tate is talking about. They clip things.
Why don't I just go ahead and fucking contact?
They clip things so heavily to fit. I mean, if you clip it down, you could get it. You can get things to seem so far off from what they are, and that's what she does. But I still don't understand what the hell she's talking about.
You know, contact your family. I mean, it's ridiculous. Inappropriate to contact families. I agree. Unless you're doing an interview. Like if you want to bring someone on for an interview, I'm okay with that.
Laura, you're pretty much okay with anything. We've already got to that conclusion, but I'm going to fast forward. Okay, let me see what chat's saying. Nonsense is also Justin Mallory Scarlett, Emily D. Baker. Pretty soon they're going to be calling her Sybil, because Sybil had, 16, 17 different personalities? Pretty soon they're going to be calling her that. Emily D. Baker is a compliment, yeah. What'd they say? They did. They said that about Nunya too. I spit my soda out laughing. Oh, you talking about the Tata? Yeah, I don't see anything like that from Hills either. She's always fighting, sticking up for the victims. I mean, I don't know. I think this was nothing but dirty info from Betty. Um, and that's why Laura played it. But, um, yeah, I just question the whole thing.
But make it a relevant interview.
All right, let's fast forward.
Cool Whip and cherries? It is for clicks and views. But what I don't understand is how subs do not see it. How do subs not realize the game that they're playing? I don't get it. How do you not see it?
We ask ourselves that every day about your subs, Betty subs, that tube top wearing potato head subs. The EKC with the nothing between the ears. But we ask ourselves that every day as well, Laura, because we don't get it.
How?
I don't know.
You sit there, from what I'm told, they gave details of every single thing that was said or that was shown. Why? If it was so against your moral compass, why are you showing it? Why are you talking about it? And then make money on it. Like, what the fuck?
You don't get it.
Quinny, it's public. It's public. Anybody can get those photos. Hold on. Let me show you something.
But why would you get those photos of a child and put it behind a paywall and do a gross video about it when you're not educated nor trained in any field to do with anything like that? Just saying. If Betty got info on this person, she harassed her, called, etc. Yeah, she's missing the whole point. Yeah, she is, Susie. It's totally. Hey, Stargazer's mom. As often with Laura, it just totally goes completely over her head. She doesn't comprehend.
Hold on.
Laura, your screen is really annoying as fuck. That's just weird that she found that same
That's
story.
actually new. So Tristan Bailey Foundation helps pass law blocking the release of minors' crime scene photos and videos. Tristan is making a change. So this is in Florida. The first big push for the Tristan. How many people knew about this? I didn't know about this.
I did.
But maybe like the crew over there should look into this before they start bashing fucking zavgirl.
What?
The first big push for the Tristan Bailey Foundation, Senate Bill 404, signed by Governor DeSantis on Thursday. This was May 23rd.
Okay, but this was Colorado. So this doesn't really matter with the laws in Colorado. That's where they need to go to change. And I pray they get changed. And that this doesn't happen again. Because you can spin this any way you want. It is what it is. It was fucked up. It was wrong. And that's it.
prohibits the release of crime scene photos of the killing of a child in Florida. Now, let me also point out, if this is a law in Florida, and zavgirl's not the only one that's asking for autopsy photos, and she's not the first one to do this. If they had to make a law, then
I'm sure real crime creators do get them, but I don't remember any sharing any horrific pics of a child. Just saying. I could be wrong, though. I don't know. But can we move on?
a lot of people are interested. Just keep that in mind.
Okay.
The family's attorney helped write the bill into law. The law under public records no longer requires the release of photos, videos, audio recordings, and autopsy reports related to domestic violence. Matt Hinson, Bailey's family's attorney, said this moment for Tristan Bailey's family shows how their daughter, sister, and friend are making a change. If this were in effect before what happened to Tristan, how do you think this would have impacted the family? It would have taken some of the anxiety of those requests away from them. Hinson said there were multiple requests to see photos of the crime scene. Let me repeat that again. Hinson said there were multiple requests to see photos of the crime scene because that's what true crime is.
Okay. She's not really true crime, though. She didn't use them for educational purposes. She used them. She sold them, basically, is what she did. Give me $3, $5, you can see them. That's what she did. There's a difference, Laura.
Is plain and simple. That is what true crime is about. You're not gonna get photos of the crime. Oh, those folks don't have the same standards, and they have an equal right to request these photos. Well, not anyone, they don't. Not anymore, they don't. In the state of Florida, you're not going to come to Florida and you're not going to get photos of a crime scene of the child that has been murdered. Getting the law passed was not easy. The legislature was mid-session and they added that cause to the Rex and Brody Act to help it stick. In that case, 2 boys from Alcachua County were killed by their dad.
Okay, I'm going to fast forward this a little bit. I know the law here in Florida, but it doesn't pertain to this because it was in a different state, unfortunately. And Colorado's governor vetoed the law there. That would have prevented this from happening.
Tons of websites like this one's suicide, that one's death. Yeah, I text her. I asked her, I said, are you going to come on? Because I do want to hear from her.
Zavgirl.
And I from what I'm told, she
trying to
took it
grab
down,
thumbs.
which I don't know why. I wouldn't have taken it down. It's part of true crime.
She didn't take it down. Patreon took it down. She's tried to put it back up, and it hasn't worked. At least that's the last I got. I don't know if it's been successful since. But you're wrong. Again. As you often are. Why aren't you starting?
But if I'll tell you what I wouldn't want as a mom. As a mom, if I had a murdered child, especially in that capacity, I don't want to know what some people are doing on YouTube. I don't care. Don't bother me with this drama bullshit.
Laura, it's not drama bullshit. Are you telling me that these horrific pictures are just drama bullshit? And you might not. The way you think, you probably might not. I would not want my kids' pictures out there like that. And under the guise that she did it. I would want to know Just me. It's not drama when it's horrific pictures of a child, Laura. Sorry,
About
my
my
neighbor was walking
child.
around.
I mean, that's what I would do.
Freaked me out. I see my neighbor walking around with a flashlight. Freaked me out there for a minute. Oh, no, it didn't. It went the whole way back. Good. I want to fast forward anyway. She's not. She doesn't get it. She's never gonna get it. Oh, let's go a little bit further.
I know Capone, and I want them out. I only like puppies.
Oh, that maybe wasn't
She
a
did
good
not
spot.
break any law.
Mm.
And again, I'm going to say this one more time.
Go ahead.
If you don't have the same moral compass as a creator, then don't sub to that creator. And then you don't know what they're doing. And then you have no idea what they're doing. I wouldn't have known.
Laura, that's just not how it works. When something like this is done, I don't follow her. I don't sub her. I've never done that. But once it gets out, when something like this is done, everybody's going to know about it. It has nothing to do with following and watching her. You just really can't get it, can you? You just cannot comprehend anything. You're exhausting. Let's see what Chad has to say about you. I understand channels making money, but it was a freaking money grab. Exactly. Yeah, she was trying to re-upload. I know that. I don't know if she was successful. No code of ethics. I hate that people don't understand that. Did she break any TOS? No, I don't think so. I don't know. You can't fix stupid. Stupid is what stupid does. Yep. Putting the link in Patreon, yes, would break TOS. If the letter of the law as it reads, it is. Oh, well, then it did because Natasha put it in her Patreon. And so did zavgirl. Zavgirl put the link, but Tasha actually put it in her, streamed it from her Patreon. Or recorded it, whatever you call it. I heard someone even offered to pay for the amount she paid for the files so she'd remove them, possibly, but she hadn't seen it or something. I know Patreon took down the link. She didn't. She deserves to lose her Patreon. Both of them do. Both of them do. But that's my opinion.
About any of this if it wasn't for Deets on the street.
Mm.
That's how I even found out about all this.
Well, I knew
because I
before
haven't
that.
been to Zav's live in a while. Because she was talking about Gannon again. I really wasn't, I was kind of moved on from Gannon. Trial's over.
Exactly. And from what I understand, she didn't even cover the trial. So you tell me.
But isn't that amazing how I found out about all this?
Mm.
Hey, Irish girl, thank you.
It's amazing.
I would have never known.
Poor you. You'd have missed out.
The more police are guys, you guys have wrenches.
She'd have had FOMO. Definitely. She'd have had FOMO. Fear of missing out. Definitely.
And I'll be fair for those that came.
And that's funny because I've heard her probably on fucking 30 goddamn, no shade to anybody, but I know I've heard it on at least 30 damn channels. So how the hell did you only hear about it once? Shut up. Please. You probably knew about it before anybody else.
Came in late, like Soflo Mama. You came in late, so I can't expect you to know what I said earlier. And
You're
what I
nasty.
said earlier was, I do not have an opinion.
You're mean to people in your chat. You really are. You're mean to people, man. It's how you talk to people. I don't understand why people come back to you Because you get downright mean with people. Just saying. Just my opinion.
On whether it was right or wrong. That it's not my business.
Yo, don't hit subscribe. I always try to tell them. They do it every time. I tell them it's a problem, but they acting like it's fine. I'm begging them to stop, but they leave me with a like.
That was awful.
It's not my business to have an opinion. It's not my.
You play that for 99 cents? Well, at least the button I'm trying to figure out to get the music where it won't give me a copyright. It's not that boring. It's not like not that long either. Seconds.
My channel, it's not my content. She can still take a link even if she's blocked. Taking a link has nothing, StreamYards has nothing to do with Streamlabs. And right now I'm running Streamlabs. StreamYards is on my other screen. It's not on the screen yet, just in case you know. Yeah.
But can I tell you something? Your screen is too busy. It's too busy. Get rid of that thing down there. I mean, it's just too much. It's too busy. Just a little tip, you know.
Comprehension for Dummies. Laura doesn't have an opinion on whether it was right or wrong. And I've yet to give an opinion on whether it was right or wrong.
What have you been giving all this time then? What? What have you been saying all this time then? Huh? You don't have an opinion? Well, damn, we've been listening to you for over an hour, not have an opinion? Shit. That's something. Huh?
See, you know what? In Perfectly Perfect, I always get confused between you and the other one. That's why I'm always lost.
Is that why?
Okay. Crime Time. This is the last time. Independent Thinker and the other one. This is where I always get confused. Independent Thinker, that's the only opinion I've given all day. Literally. That is the only opinion I have given all day.
Whoa. Okay. You just said you didn't have an opinion either way, but you sat here for over an hour giving us your opinion, but yet you didn't say one. But now you're saying that's the only opinion you'd given. What? What kind of boiled peanuts do you eat? I'm just asking, because I'm going to make sure I don't eat them. It seems to affect that memory a little bit. Just a little bit. Hey, Taz.
But I'm just, independent. Isn't it nice, though, talking with a creator who actually answers you? I mean, that's so far and like.
You're usually pretty mean to the people in your chat when you call out their names. So, yeah. Okay.
Far away from the worlds you're usually in.
Far away
One
world.
parent has seen the autopsy report, the others have not. Welcome, Peyton. I mean, it must be nice, like, having a voice with somebody who actually interacts with you rather than just being totally ignored.
Huh? Who does that?
I mean, I would imagine.
You would imagine. So, do you get ignored when you go into chats, Laura? Is that it? Is that what's wrong? You're getting ignored in chats. Somebody became a member.
Peyton has become a member.
Good for her.
You're welcome, Whistle Down.
Happy to hear it.
But honestly, though, I'm surprised you even noticed her in chat.
Okay. Why you never talk to me and never make up funny rumors on me? uh, this you don't have to with this one.
Wow, you're good, Texas Rose. I have a pin though.
All right, Remy. Okay, let's fast forward. I don't want to. Are you going to yell some more?
Okay, but independent thinker, yeah, that's all I've said all day.
For the last over
100 times over,
hour.
I said the exact same thing.
Oh yeah, we've heard it 100 times over.
I don't like him, Natalie.
Uh-oh.
But it's not like I don't not like him because he's done anything wrong.
Oh.
He's just not for me. I don't like the gimmick. I don't like the phoniness. I think he's a conspiracy person, but he's original. He doesn't copy off anyone else.
Oh.
But I don't care for him.
Okay. That wasn't exciting news, Laura.
Yeah, I just don't like him. And I don't like Jules anymore either because she's copying him to a T.
Okay. I don't want to hear that.
It's funny how quiet everyone is all of a sudden. Yeah, but they're going to say Travis isn't a minor. I'll say it again loud and proud. If I could get a hold of the Watts and the little girl's autopsy, yeah, I'd watch them.
What?
Oh,
Why? Why? Never mind. I'm not even going to comment on that. Nope.
He's another interrogation channel. Nobody's as good as Jim C. Swim. Jim C. Swim is the best. Swindig, then don't.
There was things I could have said about that comment because I know what happened to those kids, and that's disgusting. But okay.
Watch it. Nobody held a gun to your head to go into Zav's live and watch it.
Okay.
Or Zav's.
Look, why do you always use that phrase, nobody held a gun to your head? Is that like, I mean, is this some kind of like picture in your head all the time? Because you often say that. And here we go back to you not having an opinion either way.
It's Patreon to watch it. Nobody forced you to do it.
Nope.
Okay, I don't know what that was about.
Not surprised.
Oh, Shelly, Jim C. Swim is by far the best. If you like interrogations, he is the man. I was a Patreon of his for a while, and then he left Patreon, but he was like the #1 Patreon in like all of Patreon. And I watched him grow from like 15,000 Patreons to I think he had like 250 or something. It was crazy. But then he left Patreon. But even like I'm friends with him on Facebook, and I have like a girl crush on him, Jim C. Swim.
Okay.
And
let's move on. I don't want to hear.
Looks like he hasn't done anything.
I don't care who she has a girl crush on. Kind of weirds me out, honestly. Yeah, I mean, these comments.
Ma'am, listen to me. I want you to lay in silence back for me.
Okay, I don't want to play this 911 call either. She's talking about something else.
And purple.
Okay, ma'am.
Being intentional and
she's wanting to other stuff.
It shouldn't be leaked.
That's so weird. That's the
have
content
respect for other people that are.
I was going to talk about, and it's just really weird that she has the same thing. It's just strange. But it's sad because this little girl was left in the car in the garage overnight and she was 18 months old, and the sheriff was going off about drugs and marijuana use and stuff, and yeah, apparently there was drug use involved. The parents are being charged, but I'll play. My video is a little different than hers because I used the actual whole video. But yeah, it don't matter. It's a sad story. It happens way too often. You hear another kid being left in a hot car. And, sickening.
I really need you to call my coach and tell him why I won't be at practice.
All right, can you get me my peanuts on the counter?
I ate them.
You ate them?
Not all of them, but like.
All right, well, give them to me. He ate my peanuts.
Oh, Lord.
I mean, do you really want what's in here? There's not much left.
Go in the fridge and get me the others.
Where is it?
They're in the fridge.
Where is it?
And especially Molly's Patreon. Molly people pay $50 a hit for that. $50. If I paid $50 to be in someone's Patreon and someone else leaked it, I would beat their ass. But then again, I don't have $50 to just, throw around.
Oh my gosh, she's so tough. Oh, that made me choke up. Thank you for acknowledging me in the chat, because I'm stomping out if you don't. Oh my God. I could give you soft docs. Now, I was going to offer soft doxes. Oh, hey, T. Marie, thank you. I was going to offer soft doxes. It has to be a really soft dox, though. But I feel bad about that heel stuff because I don't know if it's her or not. And I don't care because it's somebody who had a comment on Twitter, but there was no receipts. And it was a long time ago. And I just don't picture it that way. But, that's just my opinion. I don't know. Yeah. But, hey, Band-Aid. Yeah. But this story here, I was going to do because it's not far from me. But since Laura's playing it, I'll just play it here. I really didn't want to, though, but I will.
Yeah, our Patreon's been leaked a million times.
Oh, Lord, no one cares.
It doesn't make it right. Just because someone does it doesn't make it right.
Did you hear me, though?
What?
I need you to call my coach.
I heard you. Jeez. I know, right, Jura? He's home. Kid's home 7 hours. He's already stealing my peanuts.
Oh.
Like, you don't touch the peanuts. But yeah.
You're really upset over them peanuts, aren't you, Laura? Okay. Make your son call us up. Isn't he old enough? I don't know. I'm asking. But anyway, you're really upset about them peanuts. It just totally ruined everything, didn't it?
And that's what people seem to not realize. That's the thing that people forget.
What?
Is it shouldn't be leaked. Have respect for other people that are paying for the same thing you are. And again, you may not take your payment seriously, but other people do.
Okay.
When we've had Patreon leaks, I've lost Patreons.
Maybe it's the people that you guys have done wrong. I mean, I don't think that makes it right, but maybe it's that reason. Some of the stuff you people pull, maybe that could be one of the reasons. I don't know. I'm not in no one's Patreon, so I'm not paying anybody to be in a Patreon. No, not to take pictures and no.
Because Patreons feel like now all of a sudden it's not secure. Now all of a sudden they're afraid. And I've lost Patreons over it. It's fucked up. People need to respect other people and not just think of yourself.
Whoa.
So there's that.
And there you have it, folks. Laura, you need to play this back. You need to play this back. Wow. You really need to play this back because you definitely don't go by your own words. Because what you just said, you don't do. But you want everybody else to do it, but not you. Don't work that way. Some of those Patreons get really froggy behind closed doors. It's actually entertaining. Yeah, some of them get crazy from what people tell me. I'm like, what the hell? Don't dox people. Don't talk about people in a crappy way in Patreon. Yeah, well, they do all that. I mean, Molly's put some. Hey, Story Night. Molly's put some crazy stuff in her Patreon, and I'm sure Laura has. And does Betty have one? I don't know if BHB has one. But if she does, I'm sure she puts shit behind it. But yeah, Justin, they just, and then they go for people, and then they want to know why people turn on them and bust them out. I mean, look at what they do to them. I don't know. And what cracks me up is they know this shit happens, but yet they keep doing it anyway. They keep posting this shit. They keep doing the same stuff. Nothing changes.
Oh, I know, Tiffany. I have two. 165, 162.
On July the 4th.
And here's what happened. Joel Rondon and his wife, Jasmine, went to a party. They were accompanied at that party by many friends, and there were children there as well. They took a 6-year-old, 8-year-old, and an 18-month-old baby to the party. And the party went on through the evening of July the 4th. And about 2 o'clock in the morning on July the 5th, in the middle of the night, they left this party in downtown Lakeland.
Swindig. But I bet that when.
Okay, I heard about this when it happened, and like I said, I was just actually I have my video put together. I was gonna do an upload on it. Laura's not gonna go into the whole story. She's just playing this, and she doesn't really. You'll hear. Hey, Clemson girl.
And QB or whoever was talking about it, I bet you sat there the whole fucking time like you was smoking.
Okay, Laura, you said you don't have an opinion. You have not stated an opinion about this either way. But you have for the last hour and a half. And now you're actually showing the case of a little girl, a baby, that lost her life because she was left in a car in a garage all night in the heat. And you're still arguing over the zavgirl stuff. Wow. You really have no empathy or no compassion, or I don't know. Because you're arguing with somebody in chat when you're showing the story of a little girl whose life was lost. Good job, Laura.
Dope. Like you couldn't wait to get another hit, that you listened to everything that was said and everything that was talked about in the audio. Because what you're saying now, I didn't even know about the genitals. I had no idea what she showed. Why? I'm not interested in it. So I never watched. But like I said,
Why are you talking about this during... She hasn't shut up about it. But she doesn't have an opinion about it. But she won't shut up. This police, this chief here, Grady, is trying to tell what happened to this little girl. And Laura is still arguing over zavgirl. and going into. You don't have to make those comments, Laura. I mean, I've seen comments that were put in Zavgirl's chat over this. I seen the disgusting things that were being said, and she was supporting. So you're.
Sat there like it was a crack pipe and you just couldn't get enough of it.
What?
You're the problem, not Zav.
What?
And now you're not interrupting anymore.
Wait a minute. What did you just freaking say? Why do you people go to crack pipes and crack and everybody's a druggie and everything? Why is that all you tragedy pimp go tos? Is it because maybe every one of you have had your own battles with addictions? I don't know. It seems that you have, from what you guys say. I don't know, but it seems to be your go-to. It's really, really juvenile. But can we get into the little girl story, because it's a really sad story?
At some people's homes to return to their house in North Lakeland. When they arrived at the house, Jasmine took the 6-year-old and the 8-year-old into the house, said, I'm going to give them something to eat and put them to bed. And Jasmine told Joel, bring the baby into the house. Joel then was taking some food stuff, some trays of food into the house. Jasmine went in to feed a 6 and an 8-year-old child, and she put them to bed, and subsequently she went to bed.
This is sad. I guess the mom assumed the dad got the baby, or vice versa, but we'll hear some more of it. I'm just looking at chat, guys. I will never understand anyone forgetting and leaving their child in a hot car. It's my truck has an alarm if there's something in the back seat. But yeah, I've never left it. I never personally have. It's just like her putting a poll up regarding male genital sizes during a trial. Exactly, Remy. And she didn't see anything wrong with that. She didn't see anything wrong with that. Yeah, this is a sad story, but here, we'll get back into it.
Joel, when he was taking the food trays into the house, noticed the right rear door open. When he finished taking the food trays into the house, he noticed the door was closed. So now he thought that Jasmine must have gotten the child. So he went in. Jasmine was in bed, asleep. He went to bed asleep about 3 o'clock in the morning.
This is Grady Judd. He's from Florida. And let me tell you, he is the best storyteller ever. But I have a question though. Who does not fucking check on their child? I know that when Dayton was young, if Brad said bring in the baby, or I said bring in the baby, we knew if the baby was in the house. Neither one of us were going to sleep without knowing, kissing the baby goodnight, especially me.
Morning. Now listen to my timeline here. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. Joel wakes up at 10 o'clock and is preparing to get ready to go to work. About an hour later at 11 o'clock, he looks at the 8-year-old and says, where is the baby? This 18-month-old little girl. Jasmine's still in bed asleep. The 8-year-old looks
Wait a
around and
minute.
says,
Wait a minute.
I don't know where she is.
Wait a minute. You got a 6-year-old, an 8-year-old, and an 18-month-old, and it's 11 o'clock, and you still in bed sleeping? How the hell? No way. My kids are up at the crack of dawn. Huh? You would like to have a sheriff like this? Yeah, he's pretty hardcore. He's not far from He's not my sheriff, but our sheriff's pretty good. They have the same mindset. He's not far from where I'm at. Um, I don't understand the sleeping till 10, 11 o'clock when you have three small children. No way. My little one, my 5-year-old, if he sleeps till 7:30, it's a holiday. He's usually up 6:30, 7 o'clock. My daughter, she'll sleep sometimes till 8 max. But there is no way that they're not going to wake me up because I'm already up to begin with. But there's just no way they wouldn't wake me up. Yeah, no, my kids already had breakfast, already went swimming, already been outside by 10, 11 o'clock. Uh-uh. I don't know.
Where she normally slept in the bed or in the room with the 8-year-old. So Joel starts to look throughout the house and he doesn't see the baby. He goes to the car and there is the baby still strapped in the child carrier in the
Wow.
car with a heat index 105
Yeah, it was
degrees
hot.
on that day.
It was hot July
He
4th.
grabbed the child carrier and the infant from the car, runs inside screaming for Jasmine. Jasmine, who it's reported has some medical training, looks at the baby and says, I know the baby is deceased, is dead. Despite that, they grab the baby out of the car seat. They rush to Lakeland Regional Medical Center. And upon arrival there, even though it's painfully evident that this child has suffered a torturous death, a absolute
Oh
torturous
my
death,
God.
Lakeland Regional still worked on the baby to try to save its life.
Why didn't they do CPR though and be on the phone with 911? Because they aren't professionals, so they don't know if there would have been a chance. That was my question. Is it didn't take both to drive the car, so one could have called 911 and you could have been doing, I don't know. I would have had to run through CPR because you just don't know. You're not on scene. You don't know because they're not medically trained to make that decision. But yeah, this is sad. This is sad. How could she be able to do that? Not up earlier than 10 a.m. My kids were up but crack of dawn. Yep, my kids are up. And even if I let them stay up till 9, 9:30, they're still up.
But it, in fact, was deceased. What's interesting about this is that the investigation begins, as you can imagine, that it should. And here's what we discovered. Jasmine and Joel are given a quick test 17 hours after arriving home. 17 hours after arriving home from the party. Jasmine tests positive for alcohol and marijuana.
Now, pot stays in your system for 30 days, so that's not surprising. But alcohol should be out within a few hours.
But you can tell by the level
Joel
in
tests
someone's
positive
system
for
if they're a
alcohol,
light user, heavy user, or whatever.
marijuana,
You can tell.
and methamphetamine. 17 hours
Oh,
later.
wait. I want to back that up.
So you can imagine what kind of shape that they were in.
I want to back
when
that
they
up because I
arrived
think the father
with heat
tested.
index 105 degrees on that day. He grabbed the child carrier and the infant from the car, runs inside, has suffered a torturous death, a absolute torturous death. Lakeland Regional still worked on the baby to try to save its life, but it in fact was deceased. What's interesting about this is that the investigation begins, as you can imagine, that it should. And here's what we discovered. Jasmine and Joel are given a quick test 17 hours after arriving home. 17 hours after arriving home from the party, Jasmine tests positive for alcohol and marijuana.
Now, pot stays in your system for 30 days, so that's not surprising. But alcohol should be out within a few hours.
Joel tests positive for alcohol, marijuana, and methamphetamine 17 hours later.
Wow.
So you can imagine what kind of shape that they were in when they arrived from this party and left.
Wow. Yeah. Video is a little low at the sheriff. Yeah, there's not much I can do about that. I've tried turning it up. Um, on Restream you can, but not on StreamYards. Let me see if I can.
This child harnessed in the baby seat in the back of the car. This child's 18 months old. She's not old enough to let herself out of the harness, but she's certainly old enough to realize that she is suffering a torturous death at the negligence of Joel and Jasmine. The investigation goes on. We determined that Joel has a criminal history. He was arrested 2 times at 15 and 18 years of age concerning a shooting event. At that time in his life, he was documented as a gang member. He also had.
But what does that have to do with what happened with the baby?
Is currently pending against him charges of methamphetamine and carrying a concealed firearm. Those charges are pending at this time. He also has a history of resisting arrest.
Wow.
And now our detectives this afternoon are adding the criminal charge of aggravated manslaughter of a child, which is a first-degree felony.
Wow.
Jasmine doesn't have a criminal history, but she does now. She's been charged with aggravated manslaughter of a child. Now, interestingly enough, when the investigation.
Wow. Quite the history there, but they're both being charged. My kids were like that till they were teenagers. Yeah, it is tragic. Yeah, the video is low. Sorry, no T Marie. It's just on StreamYards, you can't turn it up when you're playing it like this from another channel. I've got it maxed out, but on Restream, I can. But yeah, not on here. I wish. And a possible addiction. Yeah, there's a lot to unpack there, and needless to say, the baby's. I don't know. I think they may be facing something here. I mean, it happens so often anymore. And it's like people they come out crying and, oh, well, I just made a mistake. I just forgot it wasn't my normal routine. Uh, That's what you hear, and it happens so often. But when does it not, when is enough is enough? How many, I don't know. And then they come out, oh, you're charging them, and oh, it was just a mistake. It was a tragic accident. But yet both babies are gone. What happened with the twins. Nobody wants anybody charged when they come out. It's, I don't know what the answer is. Anyone with a death like this should be charged with something, yeah. But they get away. They don't get charged usually.
Began by our detectives. After the hospital tried life-saving maneuvers, which includes cooling the baby down. When we started our investigation at like 2:30, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, after the life-saving measures, after the body being cooled down, the baby still had a core temperature of 104.4 degrees.
Wow.
And this was like 3 hours after the baby was taken out of the hot car. 3 hours after the baby was taken out of the hot car, and the hospital tried to cool the baby down. This rips your heart out. There's no other way to explain it. We all have or had children or grandchildren, or both, obviously, or nieces or nephews that have been 18 months old, and we know how vibrant they are, how active they are, but how fragile they are. And this child, from 3 o'clock in the morning until she was discovered, was harnessed and could not get away from this. The
Wow.
investigation's ongoing. The child otherwise was healthy in that it was not deprived of food. The other children are not deprived of food. This is not an accident. This is pure negligence. And I suggest to you the core of the negligence is the abuse of drugs and the use of drugs. And who suffered? Who died? The 18-month-old baby. So don't ever tell me that these drugs are low level and nonviolent, because they're at the core of why this child is dead today. Are there any questions?
Wow.
Amen, Judd. I totally agree with him. I think this whole legalization of
Yeah, that's. See, I was. Now I don't have to put that video together and upload it. But anyway, yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot. Do you think they were just too high? The dad tested positive for several things. The mom for a couple of things. Do you think they were just that high? I don't know. That's awful. The guy at work that did this a few years ago was charged with nothing. Yeah, they usually get away. They usually don't get charged. Look at that dad with the twins. You know, I mean, it happens just so much, and I think it's to the point where these people, because of the drug situation, and they were still very much under the influence, according to the police. It's a different ball game. Mm. But I think that was the end of his press
pot
conference.
is ridiculous, and I stand strong in it. So there you go. Baby's dead. Pot.
Wasn't just pot, Laura. The dad was under methamphetamines as well.
They are remorseful that the child's dead. And the investigation goes on at this time. But I think the real remorse will be tonight when they're sitting in the county jail in an air-conditioned environment by themselves, thinking it's nice and cool here when my baby baked to death.
Oh my God.
Because of my negligence and my use of drugs. And they will and have to be held accountable for such horrible conduct.
Exactly, Starry Night. Laura's got it all wrong. There's a difference, okay? I think it was more the alcohol and the passing out cold from the alcohol than the marijuana. But that's just my opinion.
Temperatures are in the 70s, high 70s. And by sunrise and a little after, you're into the 80s, and then it jumps up. into the 85 and 90 by 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. The heat index we estimate to be at 105, so it was probably 94, 95 degrees. The car was outside, not in a garage,
Oh, I
not
thought it
under
was
a
in.
tree.
I was mistaken. I thought it was in a garage. I could have swore he said that it was. He was unloading trays from the back of the car in the garage. I
Not
misunderstood.
under any shade
Sorry about that. I misspoke.
at all. And obviously, we will try to recreate with the same temperatures the heat of the car. Research shows us that the temperature of the car could have been anywhere between 130 and 170
Oh
degrees
my gosh.
at that time.
Oh my gosh. It was hot here on the 4th. It was hot and muggy as hell. But it was hot.
Well, absolutely. There has been record heat here. In fact, something that I don't normally do, I sent out all mails to my deputies who wear bulletproof vests, to say, hey, you have to start hydrated and you have to stay hydrated all day long. When it's 100 or 95, 96 degrees, the heat index is 105, 106, as we know that you all have reported. It is brutally hot for everyone under the best of circumstances. And then this child is shut in the car, obviously with no movement of air,
Oh my
with it
gosh.
becoming hotter and hotter and hotter as the morning went on. And you just can, I mean, there aren't words to explain this. And
Wow.
and Jasmine's still in bed asleep. She still in bed asleep. Has no idea that her baby is in the shape it's in.
But remember, she wasn't on meth, only he was. Oh, I agree, Peyton. He is the best.
The other children are with other relatives. DCF obviously has been notified and is doing a parallel investigation. They responded immediately. DCF works really, really close and really, really well with us, and their response was immediate. I don't have that information with me, but our folks can get you to the area of that. Okay.
All right.
Current Joel is 33, and so is Jasmine. Joel works for a subcontractor, loads and unloads trucks. She said she had some medical training. We don't know anything past that at this stage.
Wow. Yeah. That's a crazy story. I think that's the end of it.
Of the investigation. We worked with them yesterday throughout the mid-afternoon and evening hours, and then this morning we started the investigation. So we're still relatively new into this investigation. And when you bring these kinds of charges, there's certain processes that you have to go through, and we've obviously worked with our state attorney's office. I've told you before, Brian Haas is simply the best state attorney in the world, and his office has worked very closely with us, and they're equally concerned as to the negligent treatment of this child.
All right. That's enough of that. That's a sad story. That's so sad. It's because now, those boys are really going through it. Mom and dad's in jail, sister's gone. Sad. So, I don't think Laura has anything else to say. She pretty much just ends her live there like that. I don't get it, but I don't even know if she said bye. What time is it? Oh my gosh. It's 10 o'clock? Wow. Wait, maybe she does. Let me see what else she has to say. She probably goes back into ranting. Let's see. She's eating peanuts. Her and them damn peanuts.
Girl, way ahead of you. Showed that earlier.
Laura's talking out her ass. Trust me. If she needed medical marijuana, she'd be using it. It's crazy what we got to pay for it.
Yeah, I talked about that earlier. In all fairness, though, I'm not sticking up for her, but in all fairness,
again,
the family wanted that picture. They wanted it shown. They wanted it out there.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Why they wanted it out there, I don't know. Hey, Big Sexy. But I do think it's interesting, though. I agree with you. It's about hypocrisy.
Huh?
Because Kendrick was a minor. But she seems to harass certain people.
But you don't even know if that even happened. You're just reading someone else's post of what they say happened with no receipts. And you don't even know if you got the right person. Because you're going by Betty info. Betty's your source. That's who dropped that mysteriously in your lap. But it really, okay. And it was like 2013. And yeah, obtaining autopsy photos and putting them behind a paywall was a different thing. Just, they weren't shown. You said they weren't shown. So, how is it the same?
Oh, you know what? Hold on. This I didn't see. Hold on.
Me too, Band-Aid. I support medical marijuana. I have a card.
Yeah, same stuff. It's crazy. Hypocrisy isn't the exception on here. It's insane. Absolutely fucking insane.
Do you know the definition of that, Laura? Hypocrisy? Maybe Google it. Just giving you a little hint.
What happened with getting a babysitter to come stay here? That's what I'm saying. You guys hear my stomach? My stomach's going nuts.
Oh my gosh! Again with your stomach.
I don't know. I don't know either, Debbie. But I totally agree with you.
All right, let's fast forward.
But I could never, honestly, I could never go to sleep without kissing my kids goodnight. I really couldn't. There's no, like,
okay,
no matter what. Even if we stayed home and got drunk, I could never go to sleep without kissing my kids goodnight. I had to know where they are. I had to know that they were.
You know, I honestly agree with you there. I can't believe I'm saying this. But yeah, I always say goodnight to my. Yeah, no. Even when I was across the street, and this was like 4 months after we got them, it was my first night out. I still came over at bedtime at 8 o'clock and brushed their teeth with them and put them to bed when I had a sitter here, and I was supposed to be on my night out away from the kids. Yeah, I get that.
In bed, they were sleeping. I would kiss them. If they had a babysitter and we came home drunk, I'd kiss them twice. And Brad would yell at me, "Get away from the kids. You're going to wake them." So I don't know. I that's just not something I would ever do. I don't see how you leave your kid in a car. I just don't. And maybe that's just type of mom I was. Like, but I always wanted to play with them. I always wanted to hold them. I always wanted to kiss them. Ask them, they'll tell you. I was emphatical about kissing them. I love kissing my kids. I don't know. I love hugging them and seeing their little faces and, watch them run around and watch it. I'm talking when they were little. I couldn't imagine leaving them in the back seat. And believe me, there are times I thought about it, like, ooh, they're driving me nuts. But honestly, I couldn't imagine it.
Okay.
I really couldn't. It's
Well, let's hope you
crazy.
don't do it now because they're too old.
Humans need to be tested. I agree. Because they're cray cray.
Mm,
All right, so I'm gonna get off of here. I'm actually really tired.
okay.
Baby was sleeping, but I did watch Deets, and I watched her for about 15 or 20 minutes today, and yesterday I watched her for about 2 hours. I mean, she was on for 8, so for 2 hours.
Had to get that in there.
And that's how I learned about it. That's how I know about it.
Back to this.
But if you're so morally against it, then you shouldn't talk about it. If you're so morally against it and you think it's so wrong, then you would be quiet about it.
What?
I'll give you a perfect example. Perfect example.
Uh-oh.
I know, Butterfly, they don't give two shits about Gannon's family. And neither does 90% of their chat. So
I don't have to give. I've never said I loved all this, or it's not about giving two shits, Laura. It's about showing a child's worst horrific things you could show, instead of letting that little boy go with a little bit of dignity. That's what it's about.
I'm not Crime Time. I understand that you're sucking her left tit. I get that. I'm not saying just about Queen. That's not what I said. But I understand that you and some others are so far up her twat that you're not hearing what I'm saying. So because you're not hearing what I'm saying, you don't belong in here. And your name doesn't go with Crime Time. It should be Drama Time. Wow. So have a good day.
You're just mean to people that don't agree with you or question you in your chat. How do you even keep any followers? Any subs? How do you get these super chats? I'm not going to be mean to people just to get a super chat, though. I can't do that. That's not nice. You're just mean. You do not like people disagreeing with you. You hear her? She cracks me up how she talks to people in her chat. Gummies help my appetite, my stomach issues, but mine are really strong, the ones I make. See, you'd probably have to just take a little bite of the corner if you only take 5 milligrams. Yeah, because I usually put about 6 or 7 drops. So yeah. They're strong. Oh, I haven't made any for a while, and they got the stuff on sale 50% off. I got to get some before the sale ends, because if not, it's expensive. I think it is for what you get. I'll probably get, depending on if I use 6 to 8 drops, I can probably get three batches of gummies out of one vial. And usually, if they're not on sale, the vials are 55 to 65. But now that they're on sale, 50% off, I got to get one. I like my own gummies. Simple, 2-step, box of Jello, 2 packs of gelatin, You have a cup of water, your drops. After it comes to a boil, you add the drops. But you just sit there. It's easy peasy recipe. Stick them in the freezer. Voila, minutes. You got gummies.
You're not welcome back here. Bye-bye.
Bye
Don't let the door
bye.
hit you in the ass on the way out.
You're such a nice
Anyone with
host.
crime time in their name should be a little smarter
Okay.
and should learn how to listen. Because one of the first things about crime is learning how to listen.
Oh.
And you seem to not get anything that I say right. So
Wow. This comment really triggered you, didn't it? You're really upset about this comment because they didn't agree with what you were saying because you don't make any sense because you say you're not giving an opinion because you don't have an opinion either way. But then you sat here for 3 hours and gave us an opinion. But okay. I got you.
You don't belong here. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Janelle, it's ridiculous. That's what they all do. Right? Literally, they all fucking do that. Hey, 3 Dave.
Okay.
Yeah, Crime Time has a name like Crime Time, but can't handle an autopsy photo. Exactly. Yeah, we also have purple dildos for sale. I forgot about that. I'm surprised nobody's mentioned that either.
Because nobody cares,
I know
Laura.
there's no reference set issue in the title of this vlog, just saying. No.
No, but is his name one of your hashtags? I don't know. I didn't check your hashtags. Because you still use Summer Wells and a lot of the names for hashtags when you really shouldn't because the content's not about them. But anyway, is he one of your hashtags? I don't know. I didn't read them. Let's see what chat's saying. I don't smoke it or do gummies, but hey, my auntie needed it with cancer. It helps anxiety, glaucoma, and other elements. Yeah, it does. And it makes me want to laugh with these people. Because trust me, to do Veda or Laura, you need a couple hits. Just saying. Her thoughts on parenting, I do not take seriously. She had her man set up to see if he was turned on. Yeah, by her daughter. Yeah, that was fucking weird. No, not doing it. Wouldn't even cross my mind because if thoughts like that are crossing your mind about the man you're with, then I don't know. Maybe you shouldn't be with him. Yeah, I don't know. That's freaking crazy. Night Band-Aid. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate you. Don't forget to hit the like for me, guys. And I do have memberships. I think the link was posted earlier. But I see Veda's still making videos, but I really wanted to show that Tiger Talks video, but it's way too soon. I want her to get the views first. I'll show it tomorrow. See if Laura's gonna say anything else.
I don't do that. And I specifically didn't put a description in either. Dildos are awesome. Purple ones. They stick up your butt.
What? That's nasty. Why are you talking about that?
Yeah, new people are probably like, what are you guys talking about? Long story.
Yeah, we don't want to know.
Long story.
We don't want to know. Let's not.
No, not butt plugs. But butt plugs could work.
Oh my God.
Honestly, from the bottom of my heart, that's why I like you, Laura. I can relate. We have a lot in common. If people don't like,
all right, I don't want to.
But other than that, I don't care where someone goes. I don't rule the streets. I don't run the fucking streets. I don't give a fuck.
Yes, you do.
We're all adults.
For someone that doesn't give a F where people go, you sure talk about it a lot. Is this one of your things where you don't have an opinion either way, but you talk about it all the time like you have an opinion? Is this another one of those, you trying to give us a brain twister or something? Because you do exactly that, Laura.
So I thought we were all adults, but I'm slowly finding out not all of us are adults.
Sure
Is
aren't.
that what it is, Tiffany? Has little to do with morals, but a lot to do with ego. I know, right?
Oh,
Crystal and Jones's chat, they're besties. I'm gonna lose Crystal to Jonesin.
okay.
But again, my opinion of it doesn't weigh anything in, doesn't have a factor in any of this. My opinion means nothing. Who am I? I'm just another asshole on YouTube.
I didn't say it. I did not say that. She said that. My gosh, I think she got it. But she's going to turn around and say something even more stupider, right? Don't dox people and don't talk about people in a crappy way in Patreon. Yep, that's true. I know this is off topic. I got gifted a membership during Bombshells Live last night, and I wasn't even watching it. I had not even clicked on it or anything. How does that happen? You know what? I didn't believe it happened either till it happened to me. I didn't know you had to turn off allow gifts. I thought you had to turn it on per channel. Well, I found out, yeah, no. You'll eat, and I don't even know if I was ever in that chat, to be honest. And I got gifted one. You have to turn off allow gifts, I guess, by channel, or turn it on by channel, turn it off, and then just on the channels you want, I guess. It's a hassle. Let's see what else Laura
That's
would
it.
say.
I'm just another asshole creator on YouTube with an opinion. That's it.
Oh, gosh, you're so right. Laura, you are actually right. This is like an epic moment. You've seen the light.
Hands to be thrown. Yeah, Crystal, you'll have people coming after you.
Oh my gosh, hands to be thrown.
Yeah, but
Listen to these
seriously, you
people.
guys know what I mean. I got members that like everybody. And honestly, I wouldn't even know half the shit that's said out there if it wasn't for my Patreons. Patreons are constantly posting shit. That's the only reason I know what's so going on. She don't give a shit. She don't let people walk on her. And she's honest and loyal. 100% Ash.
Okay, wait a minute. So it's okay if the Patreons post all kind of shit, mad shit about people. But it's not okay if a Patreon tells the people they're posting mad shit about because it's violating Patreon. But it's okay. Just is that okay? Patreon can do it, but you can't do it to Patreon, basically. Okay.
And that's what I've always said. These people are ego driven, not a lot of morals. Oh, but they think they're morals. They think they're the moral police. A lot of them. And then you find out they're fucking hypocrites.
Oh.
I think she ran away with Avery. I don't know where she is tonight. She ran away with Avery.
Okay.
Avery and Jason.
Let's fast forward.
Great Smoke says she can never leave. I'll hunt that bitch down. I know her address. I'll hunt her down.
I believe you. I believe you.
That's what I'm saying, Ash. I just don't get why. That's another thing, Crystal. Someone said that she was talking about it's karma for my teeth. Dude, this bitch talks about me every day. I haven't said one word about her. Not Voices, the one Voices was talking about. I haven't said one fucking word about her. And she, every time she goes live, she talks about me. But because you don't like me.
But Laura, according to you, you don't talk about anybody. But go look on your channel. You fucking talk about everybody. You know, it is what it is. It's okay. You're a drama channel. That's what you do. But you can't sit here and say you don't talk about nobody when that's all you do. Did we just not spend 3 hours doing this? Mind-boggling.
Me, which I truly don't give a shit. But because you don't like me, all of a sudden that's karma? Bitch, are you kidding me? These people have no self-awareness or awareness. What am I kidding? Who am I kidding? They can't even fucking listen to what I say, let alone
self-awareness. You need to Google it. You're going to have a whole list of words at the end of this live that I expect you to Google.
Come up with a respectable opinion. It's fucking crazy. Crazy.
Okay.
3 Dave, where is Stoner? Did she run away with Avery? She left me for Avery? I don't know where she is.
Okay, I don't care. Let's fast forward.
And in a way, my mind doesn't even work. I agree, Tiffany. It is for content, and subs don't even see it.
Yours don't.
The normal subs don't even see it. And then you have these people on our panel. Some of them I think are pretty intelligent, and it doesn't matter. They'll let be hypocrites. They'll let people lie just so people will watch them on their own channels. It's fucking weird.
What? What
really?
the hell are you
3
talking?
Dave? I'm sorry.
What the hell is she talking about? People go. From what I've heard, the video isn't on Patreon. The link to purchase access is on Patreon. And, T. Marie, thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. And the video is in Dropbox file. Exactly. But from what I'm understanding, Cooper put it on her Patreon using her video. Using zavgirl's video. Yeah, you got to turn on allow gifts. Now, see, on my iPad, I got to do it for any channel that I want, to allow gifts from. But apparently on my laptop, I don't. And that happened to me. I got a membership for someone I didn't even know, Okay. It's really. Oh, Tazzy, you got gifted, see?
We disagree there.
Okay.
Someone told QB she's a role model. Hey, if somebody thinks she's a role model, then so be it.
So you're talking about Queen Bee this whole time?
I wouldn't, if that's what somebody thinks is a role model, then that's cool. That's not my business.
Then why are you talking about it?
That's the difference between me and them. It's not my business.
Oh. But yet you're talking about it. But it's not your business. Okay. But you have an opinion about it.
I'm just saying that's not something I would even discuss or talk about because it's not my business. If that's somebody how they feel, then so be it.
But this is what you're sitting here discussing, talking about. That you say is not your business, and you wouldn't sit and talk about it. You're actually doing that. You get that, right? I'm not sure if you get that, but okay.
I'm not going to put that down. Her to tell someone she was going to rip off their head and voices. Oh yeah, she's done it to everyone, Quinny. And 3 Dave, if that's how you see it, then that's how you see it. And I'm not going to argue or put her down. I would never do that because, again, it's not my business.
But
if that
again, you're still minutes later sitting there talking about it and commenting back and forth with your chat. But it's not your business. So move on from it. That's usually what you do. If she tells people they are too dumb to be in her chat, she contradicts herself. Oh my gosh, I would believe she would say that. She's mean to people when they don't agree with her. Tazzy, you're fun in chat. I love having you in chat. I would like to know the aspect in which the video they were obtained. You're talking about pics. Uh, from what I understand, Zavgirl's the one to put it together in a video with her commentary and zooming in and stuff. If she had an opinion or would talk about what it is, her business, it would be. What is her business? It would be awesome. Yeah, nothing's her business, but she doesn't stop talking about it. She doesn't have an opinion either way, but she states an opinion for hours. I get it.
That's how you see her, then that's wonderful.
That's wonderful.
Just like if someone sees her for a role model, that's how someone sees them.
And we're still talking about it.
Not my business. 3 Dave, if that's how you see it, that's fine. I'm not going to argue with you. If that's your perception, that's fine. I'm glad that's your perception.
Okay. But you're still talking
It's all
about
good.
it. Okay. You're still talking about it.
Who that?
You're still talking about it, by the way.
What?
Oh, geez.
Beetlejuice. You asked for it. Here I am.
What the hell is this?
Yeah.
So, my opinion on Queen Bee, right?
Whoa. We're not talking about Queen Bee.
What?
We're not talking what?
Can I just say, I just want to
She just took somebody on panel.
tell you how I even know she exists, right? Jim started shit. He pointed his finger over there, right? And I didn't even know they existed at all, right? Is this offensive to you to talk about this?
No, not at all.
Okay,
Nothing
so
offends
he
her.
pointed his finger over there, and then I just, because he did, I'm gonna go and look at them, right?
Did he just ask Laura if she would be offended? Does he not know that Laura's never offended?
That's a little
by
like
anything?
fly on the wall.
I mean, does he not know that? But why? When was she going to bring somebody up on panel? This is where she didn't even say anything. She just brings this weird dude up. Okay.
And I didn't see a lot of I didn't notice evil. Do you think they're evil?
Huh?
Not at all.
I feel like you might, kind of, because I feel like you're getting it from all directions.
Yeah, but I don't care.
No, I get you. Being like, having like the whatever you say bounces off me, sticks to you kind of glue thing, is I think it's your thing.
No, here's the thing. And I mean this wholeheartedly. And don't interrupt me because I got to mute. Like, it's a pain in the ass.
I will hang out and listen.
Okay, hear me out. I've been around these communities a long time. I have been at the top. I've been at the bottom. But the one thing that has never changed is my integrity. I don't give a fuck what people think of me. They don't have to tune in. I don't give a
TV, I'm not sure. Oh, I'm not sure if this guy is for her or against her at this point. Oh man, lost my spot.
she talks about me. But because
let me get back
or go with a flow or go.
Sorry about that, guys. I'll back up a minute. I was thinking he was for her, but now I'm not sure how this is gonna go because he's telling her, yeah, you do hate it. And she's like, no, I don't. But yes, she does. And she watches all of it.
Yay.
So, my opinion on Queen Bee, right? You know,
Whoa, we're not talking.
Okay, I went up a little too far. All right, let me go. I don't want to. She needs to control her volume, or he's got to jump down and come back up because they got a serious echo.
People come and go, but one thing that holds true is I will always stay true to myself. And I make a living on YouTube, between YouTube, Patreon, memberships, my business. It's how I support 3 kids, not on any state help or anything. So money is important, and me making money is important. So don't think it's not. But but I will never sell myself short or go with a flow or go opposite of my beliefs or my, moral compass to make $1. And that is what sets me apart than 99.9% of the creators in this community.
Laura, that's not true. That's really not true. None of that rant you just did. I just think that you will tolerate and accept a lot more for the buck than most people would, and for the clout, and maybe the sub grab. I mean, we've seen it with Molly. We've seen you do it with others. So yeah, okay. But now you're trying to do it with zavgirl. Okay.
Cool. And I was on Stone Gator, and with the limited amount of viewers that we had there, I asked her. I asked her who you were, because I had no idea at all. None. Right? Zero.
Not for
other than you came into Dolly Vision, right?
Wait. You didn't know me? Hold on.
I saw you there.
You didn't hear about me from Jim, but you heard about QB?
I saw you in Jim. You came into Jim on like StreamYard, and you said that I'm like doing, this rapper thing because of my son. My son came in and said, "How are you not covering this?" And you came in and said that you guys kind of had a great discussion on that, right? That's how I first noticed you. I've heard of you. Before that day, I had heard of you, right? But that was the first day I saw you,
Okay.
And then I was on Stone Gator, and I asked her, "What do you, because she seems to, put you on a pedestal."
Where the hell is this guy going with this? I mean, is this the echo chamber? This guy is funny. I didn't know you nothing, zip, zero, nada kind of thing. Yeah, where's he going with this? Is this going to blow up in her or what? Blow up in her face or what?
Thinks you're cool shit.
Because I am. She's got good taste.
Good taste, right? And I said, what do you like about her? And we talked about it, discussed it. And, we went on, and you popped in, right? And that was cool. You came in, you're like, "What's up?" You talked about aliens and the whole, I don't know, that sub that went down and shit, right?
Yeah.
But that live never went live. And I was like, after a couple days, I was like, wow, why wasn't that live? Did you ask her to stop that live?
No, not at all.
That was a weird one, man, because I felt that was valuable. There was something there, you know what I mean? But it's all good.
Maybe she didn't like you.
Oh, she loves me.
No, I think what he's getting at is there was something good in there about you. Could be wrong.
And she loves you too. That's where, and she asked me to go look at you, because she thought a lot of you. And not to be offensive. I don't want to be offensive. I really don't. You always hear this, buts, right? I did pop into a live. Didn't say anything, fly on the wall. And dude, I felt like you were so rude to her. She was like trying to be nice. and you just kept shooting her down, and it's like freaking bang, bang, bang. Dude, I feel like she just doesn't get her just desserts or whatever. She needs to have more viewers. That's what I said. Like prior to you coming in, I was like, if she really cares for you, wouldn't she shout you out and like have a lot of her people that follow her come in and like support you? Because sometimes I see her with like 6 people in the live, and I'm disappointed. It's sad to me because she like puts effort in. Effort is everything
for all of us.
We try to get people over there, but it's not going to
Well,
happen while
you want
April's
to
in the
really
chat.
try?
You say, I'm gonna like log off right now, and everyone that's here now go over to Stone Gator, because everyone that types in Stone Gator is gonna get Stone Gator. So I mean, it's not hard to like send everyone over when you're done. That would be like the most awesome thing that I've ever seen.
Okay, but I usually go live
Television
after
does
her.
not do that, right? He doesn't like shout anyone out ever. Doesn't like be like it's selfish thing. You know what I mean? You want to keep your homies, but freaking dude, if Stone Gator got like 1,000 views on a video, you know how like elated she would be. I would be so proud.
Okay, you do know that we drop her link all the time, right?
Well, I know, but there's also this. You can drop links all day long, but there's also like a creator's,
Is he gonna really go into her here? I wonder if they still make edible. Oh my God, Tazzy, they probably still do. Yep, they probably still do.
Bonus of go and do it. You know what I mean? We're all about, we're a tribe. When we're tribes, and freaking she supports you wholeheartedly. And when I was screwing with her, saying I was going to go over into your life. So before you came in, I was like, I'm going to go in there and I'm going to say that you said I should go there, and I'm going to mess with her. And then she was like, no, don't do it. Like I was going to mess with her, right? And then have her like come back on her. And she really appreciates your world. And she should be appreciated.
Okay, Dave, hold on. Let me explain something to
Go,
you.
Stone Gator!
Okay, let me explain something to you. You've only been in her live like 3 times. So the fact
are you serious?
Yeah.
I'm
in a lot of her lives. I see a lot of her lives. Crystal's in a lot of her lives. You're not in there all the time. But here's here's what you're not going to
Crystal
do.
Langford, I've never seen her in there. I've seen her around. I miss her, actually. I love that name. But I feel like she's like reverted back to maybe just your room.
Okay, Crystal has never missed one live by Stoner, except when they had an argument a long time ago.
That's not true.
Oh, yes, it is true.
Every time I go in there, dude, Crystal Langford is not there.
She is always there. Always.
Oh, hovering, not saying anything, but just like in the back streets.
Are they really arguing over this?
Okay, but let me just finish.
Have you ever been there?
Let me just finish this, okay? I understand as a sub. Yes, I've been there. I understand as a sub, you're coming up here, white knighting for someone, and I think it's wonderful. And I love Stoner, and she knows that I love her, and I have pushed her channel. But there's one thing that you're not going to do is you're not going to force people, and this is anybody. You're not going to force people to go watch someone if they don't want to watch them. I am not
forcing.
Hold on. We drop her link. We do everything.
Laura. Oh, what
Recordings
happened?
just
no, Laura. I've listened,
and she loves you too. That's where
I've listened to you quite a bit, unfortunately. Through other channels a lot, but to review you, and I've never heard you push this channel. I don't read your chat, so I don't know if you put it in there. But you could just, say, hey, people, this is a good channel. Go sub it up or something. I'm just saying. Because apparently he's really upset about it. But let's get back into you getting roasted on your own live.
True.
Oh, yes, it is true.
Every time I go in there, dude, Crystal Langford is not there.
She is always there. Always.
Oh, hovering, not saying anything, but just like in the back streets.
Okay, but let me just finish.
Have you ever been there?
Let me just finish this, okay? I understand as a sub, yes, I've been there. I understand as a sub, you're coming up here white knighting for someone, and I think it's wonderful. And I love Stoner, and she knows that I love her, and I have pushed her channel. But there's one thing that you're not going to do is you're not going to force people, and this is anybody. You're not going to force people to go watch someone if they don't want to watch them. I am not
forcing.
Hold on. We drop her link. We do everything. I'm not.
I've never heard you push her channel, but I could have missed it. I don't watch you like that, but the times I've had to watch you, in fact, in this whole 3-something hour live, you didn't push her channel. And the other ones that I've reviewed of you, you didn't push her channel. Just saying. Maybe you should be more supportive.
Sitting up here right now, wasting this time that I can be doing something productive with my life, arguing with you when you have no idea what you're talking about. So if
you know what I'm talking about. Before you came in, she was looking at all of the things you're selling. She was like, that live didn't go up, but she was like saying, look at these candles, look at what she's selling, look at all this stuff, right? And you came in, we talked. I thought it was productive. I thought that video should have been posted. And that is, when you have someone that cares that much for you, I feel like that should be, it's like karma. What you put out, you get 10 back fold.
Okay, now he was just getting on my nerves.
She
so
dropped him. She
put him
kicked
out.
him.
3 down.
She didn't want to hear no more. She kicked him. Oh my God. Only Laura. All right, I've had enough of Laura. Let's talk for a minute. I've been on here long enough. Oh my God. So she kicked him because she didn't like what he was saying, and she knows he was telling the truth. Bobcat Coldwit seems to take over from time to time with him. Laura is the last person who's going to support someone else's channel. She's not. She's too selfish. Yeah, I mean caramel horses. All she has to do is, honestly, I've never heard her call out anybody else's channel. Honestly, not that where she was saying, give this person a chance. Go check out their video. Unless it's something I think when she's played it, but I don't ever remember her calling out that one. But I only watch her if I'm going to review her. This is the first time I've watched her in a while. But yeah, she's not going to give nobody no credit. Come on, get the hell out of here. She's going to give him credit like, yeah, I was born yesterday. Laura's not going to give anybody any credit. It's crazy. But so her whole life was her opinions, but yet she don't have an opinion either way. But she spent 3 hours telling you her opinions. But okay. She doesn't make sense to me. I feel like I lost a couple brain cells. You can't have it both ways. But Laura doesn't even have it both ways. She has it like 4 ways. It's crazy. I don't know what reality or non-reality or what universe her bubble's in. Because she just don't get it. And she would do it for money. She does it all the time with Molly. She tries to jump on anybody's coattails. It is what it is. She's trying to build her channel. I guess that's what you do. I'm not riding nobody's coattails. I'm too ornery for that. I want to know if she sells purple CBD or marijuana edible. Daddy. She probably now she's going to make them because every time somebody makes a comment about her selling something like some of these candle melts. Oh my God. Or her screen's so busy. I get the busy candles. And busy, I mean by, there's just too much going on. But, I'm sure her candles smell good and are cool. I hope she does well. She's got kids in college. She needs to. I hope she does well. The purple dilly could be a package. Oh my God. My brain feels fried. She definitely did not like that dude, man. Not at all. She done cut him out. She really done cut him out. Oh, she's so mean to the people in her chat. I don't understand it. She can't sell them. She doesn't like marijuana. I don't. Yeah, I question that too. But anyway, she needs some. Might calm her down a little bit. Might bring her back to this reality, to this universe. I don't know. But I got some updates. With Colleen Bollinger and Adam and Trish and Johnny and all the other ones that are coming out. I got some updates on that, which I'll probably either do tomorrow or Tuesday. And then there's a special BHB coming. And she's asked for it. She keeps bringing it up, so I'm going to oblige. But it should be a good one. He was like the most entertaining part of her life. Yeah, I wish he'd have left him finish. I wanted to hear what else he had to say. I mean, he was only speaking the facts. You just because you pop in one time doesn't mean you follow and you're there. And show the clips of all the times you've shouted out her channel and encourage people to go check her out or go check out a video or something. Show the clips. It should be easy to find since you do it all the time, you said. Chances are she'll use her all weight services and we'll never get them. We'll never get them. But guys, I've been on here a long time. I thank you for joining me, hanging out with me. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe if you're not subscribed. I'm putting together some new outro music, trying to get it where it doesn't get claimed. Oh, YouTube's a pain in the ass. But hopefully it'll be done this week. But thanks for hanging with me. And I'll either be back tomorrow or Tuesday. I might do a quick one tomorrow on potato. I don't know. But I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for hanging out.